Go ahead.
All right, so you know the point I was making off of what the brother was bringing out the precept. You know, the disciples asked like, "Yo, where's gonna be our reward?" and things like that, or the ones that gave up everything, right? The most, like right now in our scenario where we at now in Babylon, you know, most of us get to spend our lives when on the weekends because we so flustered with work and everything else, right? So you see the men of the Lord out week in, week out, rain, sleet, and snow, all seasons. You know what I'm saying? Showing our faith. We could be out here, you know, we giving out our lives right now. This is the time. Right now we can be out, you know, we might not be at work on the weekends, go out and go mess with some bitches, go do whatever we want to be going to go do. But what? We out here standing firm, week in, week out, you know what I'm saying? To push this in words, all right? We're showing our faith by our works, all right?
Yeah, hey, going back to those two brothers, Jonathan going into, because the scripture says that so-called white men Esau Edom will come in as a flood, right? All right, so this is Deuteronomy 32, verse 30. It says, how should one chase 1,000 and two put 10,000 to flight, except their rock had sold them, and the Lord YAHAWASHI shut them up? For their rock is not our rock, even our enemies themselves being judges. We're coming into that time where when the enemy come in as a flood, you're going to have certain brothers out here that's going to get that power, man. Triumphant over thousands of men, you know. Just one brother taking out thousands of men, you know. And then two together going to run through 10,000. And that, yeah, that's why the Lord is building us up right now, because we don't have any. The only weapons we got is the faith. You know, but what? Esau, he has these weapons. He has the weapons. What we was talking about earlier, he got some shit that'll melt you. You know, but Jake don't have shit. Jake don't own nothing. You know, so the Lord is going to make us that weapon in us we're coming in, man. You know, and I just want to say that, you know, spirit. Yeah.
That's all you have?
Yeah.
All right. This is back Hebrews 11 says, but without faith it is impossible to please him, man. Because once again, coming out here is an act of faith, man. All right. If you don't have faith, it's impossible for you to come out here. What you gonna come out here for? That's why you see some people come out here, they listen for a little bit, and they just why? Because they don't believe. They don't believe, so it's impossible for them to please the Most High. All right. It says, for he that cometh to the Most High must believe that he is rewarder of them that diligently seek him, man. All right. Reading on. Hey, and how we being rewarded right now? You know, the people can't see it. But going back to the scriptures say, desire spiritual gifts, brethren. That's how we've been rewarded right now. And the scriptures also say, set not your treasures on earth, all right, where moth does corrupt, but set your heart up in heaven, man. All right, well, moth and nothing they come in pretty much decayed. All right, so what? We know through the spirit that all our gifts are up there, all our treasures are up there. All right.
Life itself.
Because hey, we getting paid, man.
A lot of worldly cliches still apply. In order to receive a blessing, you have to give a sacrifice. You have to give up something for something you desire. You put off stuff that you would want to be doing for something that you really want. You know, that's why saying putting your stuff, your heart, your treasures on heavenly things. You know, it still applies. You have to give a sacrifice. That's a sacrifice. You know, you have to put in something to get out. You know,
time. All right. You got to put in, like the brother said, you got to put in something to get out, man. That's why the scriptures say, every man shall be rewarded according to his works. Exactly. Works and faith are hand in hand, man. All right. So going on says, by faith Noah, being warned of the Most High of things not seen as yet, moved with fear, prepared an ark to the saving of his house, by which he condemned the world and became heir of the righteousness which is by faith, man. So by faith, Noah was moved through the fear, because once again, to show fear, that's showing faith.
Hey, one off of that Noah though. Wait, you talk about Noah. Noah showed faith, but also doing the work, right? But then you had how many people say with the Noah in the ark? Eight. How many people did the work? One person did the work. What was other people's job? His sons had to do what? Believe on Noah, right? They have that faith. The wives had to have faith in what? Their husbands. They all wound up making it, right?
But remember what Paul said though. The unbelieving wife and children shall be. Yeah,
I just thought no, that's good because I mean sometimes things further edification, but just going back up to the point that faith, you know what I'm saying? Hey, some of them have faith by hearing and things like that, like the brother brought out the thief on the cross, But the same way with Noah, Noah had he heard what the Most High told him to do, had faith in that, and he actually did it. He moved with fear. He went out and did the work.
That's right.
Move with fear. That's a knowledge. He know what's to come.
And it said, move with fear. He condemned the world, man. And that's what we're doing out here, man. You know, the scriptures tell you that in the book of what's that? Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter. The righteous stand in great boldness. You know, in the face of those that have the feet good. You know, we come out here like the brother said earlier. You know, waving the hands. You know, condemning. You know, because that's a beautiful thing to tell Jay, look, man, you're going off. Repent. You know, because that's a beautiful thing. You telling them, look, this was going to save you, man.
Yeah, fear because we're in debt. You know, fear because we're subject to payments. Like what chapter was. We have to. We're required to do this because out of fear.
Because what, like the elder from Dallas said, salvation starts in the mind. You know, when we first heard this truth, you know, this is it. That's the way out. Now the scripture say continue in the faith, and that's what we doing. You know, constantly building that art, but it's a spiritual art we building constantly. You know, 30+ years of elders out there constantly building that art, man. I don't give a fuck with nothing. You know, and condemning at the same time. So when it's perfected, that flood gonna come in, man. And it's 2 floods that's coming in. You got the flood of the so-called white man, and then you got that flood of fire. And we know how YAHAWASHI said, if the fire have not already been kindled, all right, so what? You're going to have the fiery trials and tribulations out here, and you're going to have the fire from the thermonuclear missiles, and then ultimately YAHAWASHI Mashiach, according to Isaiah 66 chapter, in the 2nd Ezra 13 chapter, he coming with that fire, man. You know? So that's when the ark is perfectly built, man. You know? I just want to say that.
It's Hebrews 11, verse 23. By faith, Moses, when he was born, was hid 3 months of his parents. All right, because they saw he was a proper child, and they were not afraid of the king's commandment. All right, because the history on that was, all right, to kill every, Israel, start growing exceedingly. All right, so kill every male child. All right, YAHAWASHI. We talking about Moses right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
All right. So, reading on, it says, by faith Moses, he was come to years, refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter. All right?
He took off that dead state, and he said he chose to suffer. The scripture said in the book of Hebrews too, and he chose to suffer with the spirit.
Because Moses had a high position, man. All right? What second in command?
Yeah.
In Egypt, all right?
Yeah.
Moses had a high position, and what? You saw the movie, you saw the cartoon. The Prince of Egypt.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
He said, "What do you see?"
Yeah. Most I was dealing with him.
He said, "What do you see?" And Pharaoh's son was like, "No, Pharaoh at the time, he said, I see a kingdom, a great kingdom. That my father built up, and my son after me gonna reign.
Yeah.
One second. He saw an empire. But what Moses saw his people being afflicted, man. All right? So Moses had the faith, bro, because here it is. Egypt, you know how Egypt was back then, man. Egypt like America. That glory. And Moses took that off and just whatever, So it says, by faith, Moses, when he was come to years, refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter, choosing rather to suffer afflictions with the people of the Most High. So that's what you choose. You choose to do because matter of fact, you get the 2nd chapter of BABAL.
Oh, God.
All right? Yeah. Choosing rather to suffer afflictions with the people of the Most High, man. Because the scriptures tell you to count the cost. And this scripture right here lets you know, hey, if you think about doing this, if you think about getting this truth, it's going to let you know. Go ahead.
Sirach, chapter 2, verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
Going back to Revelation, all right?
Revelation 3.
If you can get it.
Yeah. I know what you want.
All right, make that sweet in thy mouth, but bitter.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't know that.
All right. Well, where you going, though?
I was going to get because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will keep you from the hour of temptation. But yeah.
I mean, you can get that too. It's fine.
Revelations 3.
I'll get the other one.
All right, Revelations chapter 3, verse 10. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, which is why the scriptures say, suffer patiently, or here's the patience in the faith of the saints. Because another word for patience is to suffer. You know, being chastised, you know, being hardened, you know, that's coming to perfection. You know, that's being perfected in the spirit. You know, so it says, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Right, we witnessing that in the making right now, the RFID tip. You know, 40. I was watching a video. 40 countries already adapted to the RFID technology. I was telling you the other day, out there in New York, the RFID technology is now they putting it in a driver's license on the extent. I forgot how it was worded, but RFID technology in the driver's license now. You know, so that's that our limitation, and when it becomes mandatory upon the regular spectrum type. You know, say He'll keep us from that, man. That's why we going through that, building up right now in that furnace of affliction. You know,
being afflicted. So go back to Sirach again, bro.
Sirach chapter 2 verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
So pause there. So going back to Hebrews 11 and 25, choosing rather to suffer affliction with the people of the Most High than to enjoy pleasures of sin for a season. So what the scriptures say, when thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation, man. All right. So what, when you the scriptures are letting you know before you come, hey, when you come to this truth, it's you're gonna be afflicted, man. All that stuff you had, the money, the cars, the women, and all that stuff, your family, that's a lot of that's gonna be lost, man. All right, so the scriptures let us know. So what? You got to choose whether you want to do that or not. The scriptures tell you, let a man sit down and count the cost, whether he be sufficient to finish it. All right, are you gonna be able to give that up? Are you gonna be able to forsake this? And are you gonna be able to be afflicted? Are you gonna be able to look at in a certain way? All right, you got to choose, whether you want to do that or not. Do you want to deal with that? All right, so give me that real quick. Revelation 10 and 9, Baba the show.
This is Revelation chapter 10.
We're going to go back to that.
Verse 10. Revelation chapter 10, verse...
Go ahead. Yeah, the live people. Go ahead.
So, Revelation chapter 10, verse 9. And I went unto the angel and said unto him, give me the little book. And he said unto me, take it and eat it up, and it shall make thy belly bitter.
YAHAWASHI said, take here, eat of this bread, you know, pretty much roughly paraphrasing, this, you know, this is of my body, you know, that covenant, the New Testament. All right, so the scriptures, the YAHAWASHI saying, going back to Ezekiel and say, eat this whole roll, then go prophesy to the children of Israel. All right, so read that again, Baba Bashar.
On top again?
Yeah.
Okay, this is Revelation chapter 10. And I went unto the angel and said unto him, give me the little book. And he said unto me, take it and eat it up, and it shall make thy belly bitter.
It shall make thy belly bitter. So it's letting you know this truth is going to be bitter, man. All right, it's going to be bitter. Here it is. You ain't doing nothing. You ain't doing nothing right now, but you looked at as a terrorist, yo. All you brothers. Y'all ain't got no bombs, no guns, no nothing, but you look at it as a terrorist. But you doing something, you doing a righteous thing, right? That's bitter. Here it is, you doing something righteous, but you finna be killed and possibly persecuted for doing a righteous deed. That's a bitter thing. So you mean tell me I lost this, I lost that? Demons always messing with me, trying to throw me out the truth, you know? And then I might be dead, I might die in the end. I might, because scripture say not all of you here shall taste death, but then I might die. That's bitter, yo.
Not just that, the scripture say that your household gonna be your own enemy. They're gonna be the one casting you out. You know, you might get thrown out, this and that. Like, damn, because I'm telling y'all the truth.
Hey, and also too, she got to lock the car like 4 times. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Make sure it's locked. These so-called black dudes standing right there. When they walk by, they smile. They give you that fake smile. But she done hit her alarm like 4 or 5 times.
That bitch been left by.
Yeah, she left. But she trying to make sure that bitch is locked, man. You know? That's bitter. You know? Because why? You can't do nothing about it. You got to accept that. But go ahead, Art.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's just a bitter thing knowing it in your soul, you know? I mean, in the carnal sense, you could be like, damn, I'm doing all of this and I'm about to die or whatever, whatnot, you know, shitted on and all these different things. All they gotta do is call you whatever in the news just to so-called demonize you, you know what I'm saying? And at the same time, you're looking at your own people, like, damn, y'all the ones that throw me away and I'm doing this for you. I mean, we're not doing it necessarily for them, we're doing it, you know, because of YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, but now we can see how YAHAWASHI feel, you know, sometimes when, like, yo, look at these goddamn 2/3 and shit, you know, let the love be on our hands, like, god damn, kill him, fuck him. They're like, bro, I done came here to save your ass. I always get the analogy, you drowning in the water, we came up with a boat and a life raft, and we throwing you the raft to save you, and you accusing us of trying to kill you with the raft. You know, like, nah, we're not trying to kill you, bro, we're trying to bring you out the water. Nah, he trying to kill me, whatever, whatnot. Like,
hit me in the head with the raft.
Right, like, man, you know what, fucking let his ass drown. Then we, you know, we bad for all. That's a bitter feeling, man.
Huh? You know, so read that. Not. Take it. Yeah.
Got it. Take it and eat it up, and it shall make thy make thy belly bitter.
Make that belly bitter, so it lets you know. So going back to this again, it says, by faith Moses, when he was come to years, refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter, choosing rather to suffer affliction with the people of the Most High. That's us. As the scriptures tell us, it's going to be bitter. You know, Ecclesiastes 1:18, he that increases knowledge increases sorrow. So it lets you all know, man, this thing is going to be bitter. But you chose rather to do that than what? Read it. I'm going to keep reading. It says, then to enjoy pleasures of sin for a season, man.
No, I was going to say, and it's the truth, man, you got plenty of brothers who so-called gave up great lifestyles, all right? Where they could just not be doing this. They could be out somewhere riding them nice big-ass cars, expensive shit, mansions and things like that. But yet and still, they out here, they threw all that away to be out here doing what? And you all ride by, oh, look at these bums. Y'all ain't got jobs, y'all ain't got this and that. Little do you know that we literally like the highest man on planet Earth, man.
And that's the bitter.
Yeah. That's the bitter, yeah, because we got all these traits and skills and whatever, whatnot, where we literally could be on top of everybody in planet Earth. All right, because we just got it like that. We, you know, we on some type of level, but what? We cast those things aside, man. Best believe a lot of brothers have a lot of talents and traits and things like that, where you would be over here idolizing over these same brothers on TV in different scenarios.
Exactly.
You know?
That's why I like when when you see people, you know, in the world,
right,
the struggling, all this stuff. Right. It's like, yo, we can't even put our mind fully into the world, and we getting by through the, but it's all through the grace and power of YAHAWASHI YAHAWASHI. But you struggling when you can give your mind fully over to the world and fully over to any skills or that you accommodated, and you struggle. You still in that position? It's like we get certain positions of jobs offered to us, but we know if it afflict, or if it come on Saturday, if it's do that, if it mess with the truth, I can't do it. Right. So you go to show you, man, you gotta do better than what you're doing, man. You know, you able to give yourself fully over to the world, and you still out there struggling like that, man.
Then you got Jakes, you got brothers in the truth surpassing you in the shit you do, man.
You know, and we just trying to get by.
That's
you know, so go to show you the attributes of the men of the Lord, man. You know, the Lord's chosen, special brothers, man. But what? Brothers chose rather what? To suffer than to enjoy sin for a season, man. All right?
That's beautiful.
That's it on that?
Didn't get to the sweet part.
All right, go ahead.
But it shall be in thy mouth sweet as honey.
So it's going to be in your mouth sweet as honey. It's going to sound good. Kingdom of heaven.
Yeah.
Hey, but look. Hey, that's funny because, the kingdom of heaven, women, this and that. But look, you know how somebody go, buy this product and such and such, and you be like, hold on, but what's the catch? Right. What's the catch? You know, what's the catch? Well, you got to do this and make this purchase and make that purchase and do this and do that, and then kind of find out, you be like, damn, I got to do a lot of things just to get all these great things that were offered unto me. Same thing here. You're going to get eternal life. You're going to get your heart's desire. But going back to 2nd Ezra, I believe the 7th chapter, what the man does not go through the dangers to pretty much receive that inheritance. You gotta get through all this to get to that. So that's the bitter part, man. All right. And some people don't make it. You know. Go ahead.
And I took the little book out of the angel's hand and ate it up.
But what? You took it and you ate it up. All right. That's the word. Start getting into this word. You decided off of faith, which again, it wasn't you, because why? Faith is what?
Such as a thing is given.
Go out there. Given. No, same thing, but it's a gift. That's what it's looking for. Faith is a gift, man. All right? Faith is a gift. That's why I should say, not if any man should boast. Right. So faith is a gift. So what? At the end of the day, that faith was to you. start going to this book, eating the whole roll, because why? You knew that you had to go what? Go out and preach the word. You had to eat this roll. Then once you got on a certain level, you went out there and you started preaching. All right, go ahead.
And it was in my mouth sweet as honey. And as soon as I eaten it up, my belly was bitter.
So it was in his mouth sweet as honey, but as soon as he ate it up, his belly was bitter, man. In his mouth, because it's beautiful. You able to, hey, let me get this precept for you. You able to go here and go there, and you able to woo people like, oh, man, I never knew somebody knew the scriptures like that. You know, people be amazed by that. Like, damn, how you know all these things? How you know all this? But what? It's a lot of stuff that came with that you had to do to achieve those gifts, to achieve that knowledge, man. To receive that, you had to do a lot of stuff, man. You had to forsake this world. You had to leave all that behind you just to receive this knowledge that you had, man. So, hey, some brothers had dearly beloved people that they left behind, man. All right, that like pretty much you told them, like, hey, man, you know, you had to cut certain people off. You might have had best friends in the world you had to cut off or whatnot, man. You know what that scripture say? They think it's strange that you run not with them. All right. That shit happened to every brother. They be like, damn, man, you don't do this no more. You don't do that no more. What's going on?
Damn, bro, you don't smoke weed no more.
You know?
Whole family talking about you crazy.
You ain't preaching that preaching shit again.
He growing his hair and shit. It be crazy.
Hey, I had somebody text me. I feel like I lost a friend. You did. You did, man. You know, and you know that a lot of that stuff happens, bro. You know, brothers got to go through a lot of shit, man. You know, so that's that bitter part, you know?
The suffering, because YAHAWASHI, he was made perfect through suffering. And the servant's not greater than his master. So if we, the things that YAHAWASHI went through, we're gonna have to go through. But if we suffer with him, we're gonna reap the reward. You know, that's being kingdom minded.
Because if you were of this world, the world would have loved their own. That's why YAHAWASHI said, he said, I pray that you take them not out of the world, but that you take them from the evils to come. Right? So we still here, but we're not that same individual. So that's why the elder said sometimes they look at you like you got 7 heads. Because you mortified the members of your body. The old man is dead and gone. Like that Justin Timberlake song. Dead and gone. Yep. Dead and gone, man. We a new creature now.
Exactly. Because we're considering the latter end. We understand that, you know, the men of the Lord, they're going to get the victory. Yes, the big picture. We have all the information. Like Buster Gabor had a video. You got to have the big picture. That in order to, you know, make the right decision, you have to have all the information. You know, the men of the Lord, we have all the secrets. You know, because we're striving for the masteries. You know, He given us the mysteries, not the world. And we know the latter end of this place is nuclear destruction. You know, hence why we'll be crazy. Because when these bitches dropping off, we're gonna be looking goofy. You know,
you're gonna consider while we was out here that whole time.
Yeah, I was gonna say, there's an analogy like when you go into Michael Jordan, right? They go down as so-called, he goes down as like the greatest basketball player, you know? Then he wound up saying something one day. He was like, after he won one of his championships, that night, instead of going out partying with the rest of the team and everything like that, homeboy went right back to the gym and started practicing. Michael Jordan.
Jim Rice did the same thing too after the Super Bowl.
Yeah, right after. He was like, well, why are you doing that? Why don't you go, you know, you got to season off this and that. Like, no, I got to perfect my, you know, my things I got going on. Kept working. So he didn't become the so-called the greatest basketball player of all time just because they just slid him in there. He had to work for that position, you know? And so, you know, it's sweet in his mouth to say, oh, he the best ever, but it was bitter when he go back and look at all those things. We playing the championship game, sick, you know what I'm saying? Right after the, you know, the game, the championships, he's going back to practice and stuff, having kids or whatever, whatnot, but he put everything into that game. So another thing with the sweet and the bitter with this is like, what? We find out all these different things, but then the bitter comes in when we realize, damn, we still in captivity. You know, we still got these Edomites over us. 2/3 of our people gonna be going off. You could be inside the household with your own family, knowing that damn, they might all be 2/3. You know, I just got to deal with these motherfuckers for the time being. You know, that's all bitter. Just looking around, seeing our people in all kind of positions, still going to Esau, and Esau's just chopping them up, leading them away to the flock to the slaughter, man. That's sad, and seeing our people walking around trying to do all kind of things because they bugged out. You know what I'm saying? We just seen a couple of days walking by like earlier today, like damn, that's sad. We need salvation. Me and the brothers like we need salvation like yesterday. You know, that's the bitterness inside of our belly, man. We looking at our people, we understand all these different things, man. It's not a good sight to see, man. We love our people. We don't like seeing our people in this way. All right, same way when you hear us talk about so-called women. It's not that we hate women. We hate seeing them in this state. That's that bitterness in our belly, man.
Knowing that, you know, once you really get into the truth, knowing that woman that have more than one man, man, she defiled, man. You know?
And she ain't gonna be right on this side anyway.
You know? I got a quick one real quick to go a quick one real quick, right? To go into what we was talking about, man, about the bitterness that comes with this truth. Because I remember this was brought out, Elder Gabar brought this out a minute ago. Zechariah 12, verse 7. I'm going to start at 5. I said Zechariah. 2 Corinthians 12 and 5. It says, I'm going to start at 4, actually. He that he was caught up into paradise. I might have to start from the top, so 2 Corinthians 12 and 1. It is not expedient for me to doubtless to glory. All right? This is Paul. I will come to visions and revelations of the Lord. I knew a man in YAHAWASHI about 14 years ago, whether in the body I cannot tell, or whether out of the body I cannot tell. The Most High know of such and one caught up to the third heaven. And this was Paul talking about himself. All right? So it says,
That's me.
all right. So this is, it says, and I knew such a man, whether in the body or out of the body, I cannot tell, the Most High knows. So he's talking about himself, Paul. He that was caught up into the paradise and heard unspeakable words, which is not lawful for a man to utter. Of such and one will I glory, yet of myself I will not glory, but in my infirmities. For though I would desire to glory, I should not be a fool. For I will say the truth, but now I forbear, lest any man should think of me above that he seemeth me to be. So, you know, the knowledge and the glory that he was getting, man, he's saying gonna glory. He's not gonna glory in that. But if any man come to pretty much acknowledge him more than what he's supposed to be. I remember one time Elder Romla said, he said, all you brothers out there saying triple honors to the elders. He said, don't say triple honors. Scripture say double honors. So double honors to Elder Paul's great millstone. So don't exalt me more than I should be, than a measure. All right. So it says, think of me above. It says, lest any man should think of me above that which he seemeth me to be, or that he heareth of me, and lest I should be exalted above my measure through the abundance of revelation. So he received all his knowledge. Unless he shall be exalted above his measure, like, damn, he knows so much. Damn, who is this guy? This man must be such and such a this man must be, you know what I mean? YAHAWASHI. No, he not YAHAWASHI.
Because even YAHAWASHI was in that same spirit. He said, why cast thou me good? And there's none good but the Father.
Exactly. So it says, there was given to me, he said, I got to read that part again. He said, I should be exalted above measure through the abundance of revelation. There was given to me a thorn in the flesh. So he won't be exalted above his measure. It was given to him a thorn in the flesh, a ailment, a sickness. Okay, so going on, it says, the messenger of Satan to buffet me, lest I should be exalted above my measure. So Paul received these revelations. Paul had a lot of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. All right, understanding. All right, but what a messenger of Satan was sent to buffet him, except he be exalted above his measure. So going back to the point was, dealing with this truth comes bitterness or misery, right? Same thing. Similarity. When you receive that knowledge, what Paul received a lot of revelations. What happened except he'd be exalted above his measure? A demon came at him, right? To buffet him. So you gotta understand, when we get this knowledge, you get more demons coming at you, man. So that's the bitter part about dealing with this stuff, man. Demons come at you. All right, you gotta deal with the demons that come with it. All right, he done increase more. Hey, then more demons come. Exactly, more demons come. So you earned what you got, man. You done went through a lot of stuff to get what you got, man. Demons messing with you. You thinking this and thinking that. Those just demons coming because you increasing in the knowledge. So Paul, a messenger of Satan, was sent to buffet him, man. Except he be exalted above his measure to kind of keep him, you know, keep him down a little bit. So the more knowledge, that's why the elders say, when Elder Gabar was doing it, he did like a couple years ago, maybe 3 years ago, when he did his lesson, he was like, you want to desire a high position, or you want to be this super duper Israelite, or let's say you want to be in a position elder to heart. You don't know the demons that come with that position, yo. Okay? You want to be this top guy, hey, well, deal with the demons. It's a cost to pay with the more you receive. It's a balance. Exactly, it's a balance that come with it.
And you know what? On the layman terms, even if you look at it in the NFL, all right, you can have an all-right record going into the NFL playoff. But if you lose in the playoffs, I guarantee you somebody's coaching position is going to be lost that day. Somebody's going to get fired. All right, so you want to be the coach, you want to be a head, you want to be a leader, and guess what? With great power comes with great responsibility.
And what we have received great power, all right? You know, that's why we supposed to conduct ourselves as such. We got to be in the spirit. You know, because what Satan to be happy to report back to the Most High that he done sipped one of us out. Oh, I done got him.
Who next?
You know? See what happened with Job. Satan did a bet, man. I guarantee you that he gonna forsake you, so to say, man. He gonna blaspheme me. I guarantee you he gonna turn his back on you if you let me do this to him. Because that's his job. So demons come at you, man. So you being a righteous brother, all right, you doing the right thing, but you being righteous through your faith, all right, not of your works, but through your faith, all right. It's demons fucking with you, man. You gotta deal with more demons than these people gotta deal with, right? These people don't acknowledge they got demons on them. Yeah. You think they acknowledge they got demons on them? No. You think they acknowledge demons demons messing with me, man? Hell no. They indulge in it. It feels good to them, man. All right. They don't acknowledge that they sick. They don't acknowledge that the demons dealing with them. So that's just what this truth comes with. So go back to Sirach 2, Baba. All right.
I got something too after that. Huh? Sirach chapter 2, start back at verse 1. It says, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
So prepare for demons to be jacking your ass up, man. Messing with you in your sleep. You know? Having all kind of thoughts. Yo, a lot of stuff gonna come with this truth, man. Prepare your soul for that. Prepare for demons to hop on your girl. Prepare for demons on your kids. Prepare for demons to hop on people at your job. Prepare for all that. Prepare for demons to hop on Esau to pull you over. You gotta prepare for all that, man. That's why I go back to Luke. Count the cost that ye be sufficient to finish, man. Because a lot of things don't come. Go ahead.
It says, verse 2, set thy heart aright, constantly endure.
Set thy heart aright and constantly endure. Because Satan gonna be messing with you all the time, man. All right. We just read what happened to Paul. Except I be exalted above my message. It's like in my measure. A messenger of Satan was sent to buffet me. Okay? To slow your ass down. Alright? Go ahead. You got something you want to say out?
I got a quick piece of it.
Alright, is it going to hit or?
Yeah.
Alright, I was saying, like, just finish the point. Alright, finish the point.
You had mentioned that Job, but I want to get.
Alright, come. Go ahead.
It says, and make not haste in time of trouble.
And make not haste in time of trouble. So you gotta be patient. Because why? You can't speed that thing up, man. It gotta take its course. The Most High gonna let it just whatever happen, you gotta deal with it, man. Make not haste. You gotta deal with it. Whatever come, you gotta deal with it, man. All right. And that's it on that.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Well,
this is Job chapter 13, verse 15. Though because the brother was mentioning about Job and all the hell that Job caught, all right? This is Job 13 and 15. It says, though he slay me, yet will I trust in him.
So, hey, you seen what happened? Him being slayed, Satan came and just started taking him out, man. Putting boils on him, taking his wife and his children out, all that stuff, man. He was being slayed. But what he said, though he slayed me, talking about the Most High, because he know the Most High allowed him to do those things to him, man. All right, go ahead.
It says, though he slay me, yet will I trust him.
Yeah, but you still gotta trust in him. You know? Go ahead.
But will I maintain my own ways before him?
So what? You know, because a lot of people like to, or I'm in this position where, so they think they're given the right to go off. Or I ain't got no money, or I ain't got this or that, so you got the right to sin. Right? No. Though he slay me, you gotta hold your integrity. You gotta keep your ways before him, man. Go ahead.
It says, he also shall be my salvation, for a hypocrite shall not come before him.
Come. So he also shall be my salvation. Goes the balance. No, go ahead and speak.
And I was going to say also, it says the hypocrite as well. Let me just read that again. It says, verse 15, though he slay me, yet will I trust in him, but I will maintain my own ways before him. He also shall be my salvation, for a hypocrite shall not come before him. So like Job in that scenario, you know, like he was telling his wife, like, yo, man, are we going to take the blessings of the Most High, not the curses? You know, it's bitter, it's sweet in your mouth, but bitter in your belly, man. Like, yo, though he slay me and all these things, you know, I'm not going to be a hypocrite, like, get it while it's good, get all the blessings, and then when he, you know, you get in the, you know, persecution or whatever, you catch hell, you want to turn and flip on him. No, that's not how this thing is, you know? You got to maintain and stand, hey, be a man, stand upright, you know, just like Job was. Job was a prime example, all right?
That talks in Sirach, you know, be a friend, you know, being a friend on the occasion. You know, you want to serve the Most High when shit is good. You know, when adversity, you depart from it.
So, reason why we got to that topic, because it says, choosing rather, going back to Hebrews 11 and 25, choosing rather to suffer afflictions with the people of the Most High than to enjoy pleasures of sin for a season, esteeming the reproach of YAHAWASHI greater riches than the treasures in Egypt. All right? Greater riches than the treasure in Egypt. He knew that. He saw that. All right? So it says, he had respect unto the recompense of the reward. All right? By faith he forsook Egypt, not fearing the wrath of the king, for he endured as seeing him who is invisible. As seeing him who is invisible. That's faith, man. All right? He sook the Egyptians. He sook the riches of the Egyptians. All right? And desired the riches through YAHAWASHI. Okay? But that all happened through faith. All right? So it lets you know through faith, going with this truth, you know you're gonna have to suffer. All right? You're gonna have to suffer coming into this thing, man. And dare go back to Sirach, BABAL, that set thy heart aright and constantly endure, man. And that's what Moses did, and we, all right, we all are like Moses, man. Every last one of us individually like Moses. Choosing rather to suffer the afflictions, man, because the truth lets you know what's going to happen. The Most High let you know, man, when you come to this thing, this going to happen. Or it tell you right here. Just go ahead and read, brother.
Yeah. Sirach chapter 2 verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord.
So now you know, if you coming to serve the Lord, if you coming to be in the truth, go ahead.
Prepare thy soul for temptation.
Oh shit, going back to the Matrix. What Cypher said? He lied to us. If he would have told me we would have had to stay on this ship and eat this slop and live this life on a ship, he said I would have told him to take that red pill and put it up his ass. That's what he said. He said he lied to us, so he didn't let us know all this stuff that we was gonna be going through. He said, he said I would have told him to take that pill and shove it up his butt. He said if I would have known life was gonna be like this, right, I would have took the blue pill. Yeah, he said he wasn't ready for that, man. But the Lord letting you know right here. This, read it. Go ahead and keep reading, Bible Shop.
It says, my son, if thou Sirach 2 and 1. My son, if thou comest to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart aright, and constantly endure, and make not haste in the time of trouble.
Con, is more on that? That's it.
Nah, that's it.
All right, Con. So the Most High let you know that what's gonna come with this thing, man. All right. Trials, all the trials and tribulations. The scriptures say, matter of fact, all that live godly shall suffer persecution, man. All right. All that live godly, all right, in YAHAWASHI Mashiach shall suffer persecution, man. And we see it. So that's why right now it's in the contract. You leaving, you breaking your contract. Damn, I ain't know I was gonna be put on TV. I ain't know I was gonna be looked at as this person. I ain't know they was gonna try to kill me. You serious? So you leaving on your contract, man. But the Lord already is written in the fine print. Matter of fact, give me Revelations 1 and 3. Okay? Because it's already written in the fine print, man. That's right. That all these things is gonna happen. So you can't say the Lord is unrighteous and he never told me that this was gonna happen or that was gonna happen, man. Go ahead. Revelations
chapter 1 verse 3. Blessed is he that readeth.
So blessed is he that readeth, man. That's why you got to read for yourself. That's why Paul, he liked the church of Berea. All right, because they searched out those things daily. They searched the scriptures daily if what he said was true. This is going to happen. That is going to happen. That's going to happen. Then when you read the scriptures do say, oh, this some of us shall be put in prisons. And then you get offended. How the hell you get offended when the Lord said it was going to happen? Right? He says, some of you shall be in prison 10 days. Shall be tried. Then when you get locked up, you're like, oh, man. You crying, that bitch crying and shit. But hold on. You offended. Now you don't want to do the truth. But the Lord told you these things, man. So read that again, Bible Show.
Revelations chapter 1 verse 3. Blessed is he that readeth.
That's why it's a blessing that you read, man. So you can prepare for these things that's happening, man. So you won't be offended. So you won't be caught off guard. Go ahead.
And they that hear the words of this prophecy and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand.
For the time is at hand. So blessed you that reading. So you won't get caught unaware. You won't get caught naked, man. So offended when these things happen, right? So when your wife or your children start acting up on you, you already strapped. Well, the Lord told me this was gonna happen. All right. Now you got, hey, it's probably some people right now in the truth getting spooked. Like, damn, no, I don't want to lose my job, man. They're gonna have me on TV and you know what I mean? But hold on.
This came with being
this what came with it. You didn't read it. You didn't read the contract, man. You know? Exactly, count the cost. The water, going back to that.
Yeah, when you don't read the contract, it's like, hey, for example, in the world, you know, you get an update on your phone. What Jake do? He scroll through that bitch. I'll acknowledge, you know, and then he go and say, okay, you know, he don't read the fine print, and that's why.
And that's why a lot of these J's get off because they don't read the contract. That's beautiful. That's it. You want it on that?
Is it more? Is it more on there?
No, I got something though. Real
all right. Well, go ahead and I'm gonna get something else.
All right, this is
Hey, you got something?
Yeah.
You got something back
here? Yeah. Just let him hit real quick.
This is Joshua, chapter 24, verse 15. And if it seem evil unto you to serve the Lord YAHAWASHI,
that's beautiful. If it seem evil on you to turn the Most High, like damn. Hey, what to do? Now he a damn training now, right?
Yep.
The one cat. He said, as soon as I left the truth, my life got better. Yep. I got a better job.
Got a woman with
my family, this and that. I started loving them again. And then now look how he looking now. Yep. He looking like a trainee, man. I mean, he not looking. He is. He's a sodomite, man. But what?
He left that rock.
That's what the truth came with. He didn't read. Did you consider? Did you count the cost, man? The Lord told you all this was going to happen. The Lord told you your life was going to get bitter, man. The Lord told you that. What? So did you really eat the roll? No, you didn't, man. You didn't. You entered another way. You entered another way. You didn't believe. The back door, yeah. You entered another way, man. All right, go ahead.
And if it seem evil unto you to serve the Lord YAHAWASHI, choose you this day whom ye will serve. Whether the gods which your fathers served that were on the other side of the flood, that got overcome by the flood, as you know, as the days of Noah shall be the coming of the Son of Man be. You know, we know by what Genesis chapter 9 that the Most High is not going to flood the earth no more. You know, but we know this time to flood the earth by what? These nuclear missiles. And that goes to considering the latter end. We know these missiles are coming. You know, we want to be right with the Most High.
Hey, you got to pick your poison, so to say. You know, it's like, which one? Yeah, you want to get hit right? You know, exactly. It's temporary. You know. Go ahead.
Choose you this day whom you will serve. Whether the gods which your fathers served that were on the other side of the flood, or the gods of the Amorites, in whose lands you dwell. But as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord YAHAWASHI.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I got some.
He said, blessed he that readeth, right? Earlier, I wanted to just add one little quick precept to that. This is Proverbs chapter 4, verse 7. It says, wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom. With all thy getting, get understanding. So, like, going into like, yo, you didn't count this cause, you know, you didn't read the fine print of the contract, you know. Yeah, you got the contract, you skimmed over it, but you didn't get the understanding of that contract. Well, what you mean if I break my lease a little early or whatever, whatnot? What you mean if I do this and I do that, I might lose my deposit? You don't read none of that. You just jump right in. So some of you thought that, you know what I'm saying, oh, we're gonna be persecuted for the Lord's sake, because everybody so-called know about that. But what? With all that getting, get that understanding. You should also say it's better for that man to never have put his hand on the plow than to put his hand on the plow and to take his hand back off, you know?
You know? Brother got a quick one real quick. You know? Because you got to count the cost of this truth. And search for that many were offended. You know, what not with 14 and 25. Yeah, that's it. Go ahead. Yeah.
This is Luke chapter 14, verse 25. And there went great multitudes with him. And he turned and said unto them, if any man come to me, and hate not his father and mother and wife.
So which means to love less. All right? So any man come to him and your pops telling you, hey, Saturday, can we clean the garage out, you know what I mean, or throw the ball or whatever, or your mother, Saturday, can you help me move the sofa, you know, and change the house around and keep reading Bible stuff?
And children.
And children, oh, young Joey got a baseball game. Little Sarah, Emily got a ballet reception on Saturday. Go ahead.
And brethren,
you know, your brother, hey man, you always hanging out with them brothers. What about your real brothers? That's what they say. Go ahead.
And sisters,
you know, likewise, same example. Go ahead.
Yeah, in his own life also.
And also your own life. But man, every Saturday, you know, I go out to the drag strip, man. You gotta hate all that, love that less, put that shit to a side, man. Hey, this truth ain't telling you, hey, just don't do it no more. Shit, it's not on the day you gotta go out and do camp, man. You gotta put them secondary, man. All right, that comes after the Most High. All right, go ahead.
He cannot be my disciple.
He cannot be my disciple, plain and simple, because this truth requires your everything. What's the first commandment? With what? With all thy heart? Yo, that's the first commandment, man. That comes first. You know, that comes first. Oh no, my kids come before anybody. The Lord don't want a nigga like that, man. You know? My lady, my family come before everybody. No, man, the Lord's not with that. The Lord wants him to come first, because at the end of the day, you got to be spiritual. The Lord gave you your wife. The Lord gave you your kids. The Lord can kill them. So a man that's spiritual, he will, with wisdom, will understand that. Hold on. He gave me these. So if I serve him first, then they going to be all right.
Job a prime example.
You know?
He lost everything in the beginning, and he got more children and better wife in the end.
Huh. Go ahead.
And whosoever doeth not bear his cross,
does not bear his cross. Look, everybody got their own individual cross. Your cross ain't gonna be like mine. My cross ain't gonna be like yours. But the cross represents what? Suffering. All right. Persecution. All right. Go ahead.
And come after me.
And come out. You gotta follow YAHAWASHI, man. My sheep hear my voice. You gotta follow YAHAWASHI, man. Go ahead.
Cannot be my disciple.
You can't be my disciple. You ain't worthy. All right. It's funny because the scriptures say, who loved and served the creature more than what? The Creator. All right. The Most High created your family. The Most High created all that stuff, man. And He gave that to you, and He gonna take it from you. Because you got a lot of people that, oh man, my lady, man, she tripping about it. She tripping about me growing my beard. She tripping about me having Saturdays or Fridays. You know what I mean? I can't do it, man. You know, old girl mad. Well, in that day, the Most High gonna kill his wife in front of him, or his kids or his children, whatever he chose. The Most High is like that, bro. I'm serious. The Most High gonna take out whatever you put before him. The Most High will take. Hey, we see that in the truth. If you paying attention to something right now more than the truth, the Most High take that from you to make you pay more attention to Him. That's why you gotta keep that balance.
That's what a father does. You know, a kid want to play around with his toys all day. What he gonna do? He's not doing his homework and shit. He take away his video games.
Yep.
That's what
Homework.
Exactly. Do your homework. Do your work.
Because you gotta look at the Most High. Going back to Romans 15:4, all things are written for our learning. I believe it was Ezekiel. He said his wife died. The Most High told him, you better not cry or nothing. She gonna die and you better not cry. And what, the next day he had to go out and preach the word. That's cold, bro. You know what kind of spirit you gotta have on you? Just, hey, what you said? Oh, slap the back of that head, get your ass out there. You know? That's a cold father right there, boy. Do what I ask you to do. You know? Because that's how we got to be in this truth. Just straight servants, man. Servants, doormats. Most High come in the house and just rub his feet right on you, and it ain't nothing you can do. The scriptures, it tell you in Romans 9, shout out the vessel, say unto the potter, why made me thou this, or form me thou this way? Man, the Lord chose you to do a certain task, and there's nothing you can do. Keep your mouth shut, or He gonna break you and find a new vessel to make, man. It's that simple. You see what happened with Jonah? You gonna do what the Lord made you to do, man. All right? Who has resisted His will? Go ahead.
For which of you, intending to build a tower, sitteth not down first and counteth the cost?
So, man, once again, Revelation 1 and 3. Blessed he that readeth. You can't get offended in this thing, man. That means you didn't eat the whole roll. You didn't read the fine print, man. Because it lets you know. He that hates not his mother, his father, his brother, and his sisters, his children, yea, in his own life also, shall not be my disciple. So now it's further explaining to you, let you sit down and count the cost. And we done ran into some people. I remember in the old camp, we ran into some people. It's like, I just really can't give up things how y'all are. Ain't no problem. You counted the cost. You looked at it. You counted the cost. Hey, hey, honesty. Like, I just can't do it. That's an honest remark, man. All right. Let me fix this camera real quick.
Yeah, you got lights to come on. It's a loud for the lights too.
Yeah. Hey, that's probably Satan though. They probably realize we be out here this time and they cut the lights off because usually they come on by now. But you know, you gotta sit down and count the cost. Like I said, you know, we ran into people just like, yo, I just can't give it. And you gotta have nothing but respect for them people. All right, cool. Hey, all right. But the Most High just gonna kill you. You can't be mad at them. They just didn't want to do it. All right, fine. At least you honest. You know, because you got some people. They come up with an excuse, like the dude that left. Now he like trainees. Yeah. He blamed everything on other brothers. Man, they was doing this. They want to help me out. They was doing this. Like, yo, just say you didn't want to do it. You didn't want to fight.
That's it. Cause you could have went and did it on your own.
Exactly. You would have continued doing it. But what they like to blame other brothers. Yeah. You want to blame everything else and just say, I'm the reason. I just don't want to do it.
Hey, real quick, you know, because literally we all of us up here been in that same position. But what the scriptures say, we believe scripture, right? The scriptures say, "Let no man take thy crown." So if you're in a scenario of something going wrong and you perceive that through the spirit, what you need to do, get out on your own and go push the word. Just make sure like that. And if the spirit is with you, obviously you see we still right here pushing the word, right here, still doing the same thing. But literally as a testimony, every last one of us was in that same scenario, man. But what we was like, yo, we're not gonna let another man take our crown because of what he was doing. Well, what did you do to change that scenario? Did you go out there and go do the work? I told you to go do the work.
Because when your house shot come back, you ain't gonna be able to say, well,
yeah.
That's why I stopped doing it. Like, no.
You let him take your crown.
Like, well, that's your ass.
You
better get your story straight.
You gotta seek your own salvation, man, with fear and training. That's what it all boils down to. But, hey, let's say Quan is the only one left and all of us fell out. What Quan gonna do? He gonna keep pushing the fucking word, man.
You gotta keep going, Quan.
You gotta do the work. I see the brothers in the kingdom, man.
You know?
Yeah.
I can't save no seat for no brother on the chariot. I pray it's a seat for me.
Brother, come one day, God forbid, hey, I don't want to do the work with you no more. I can't. Oh, all right, well, you know, hey, Shalawam. But you got to keep going out there. You know, you got to keep going out there, bro.
Take care.
You know?
Be safe.
Plain and simple. You can't say, well, he stopped going with me, so I stopped.
Ain't gonna curse you either.
That ain't gonna happen.
Take care.
You know?
It's the best for you.
Because it's written. It's written, man. The scriptures say if they was with us, they would have continued with us, man. All right? And that's not saying, oh, you in the same camp. That's talking about in the gospel, in the spirit, you know? Go ahead.
I don't know. There was so many things recently, just like...
And counteth the cost, whether he have sufficient to finish it.
So count the cost. Once again, going back, all these things gonna happen. All these things gonna come to you. Going back to the Moses, which is what got us in his spirit so heavy. Moses chose rather to suffer afflictions with his people than to enjoy riches of sin for a season. All right. So count the cost. Moses had to sit there and like, man, I'm gonna come off this throne. Bro, he was second in command in Egypt, man. All right. He could have any woman he wanted. All the jewels, all the medallions. Moses was decked out. But what? Look what he resulted to. I'm gonna suffer my people. Fuck it, man. You know? Because why? He knew that eventually Egypt was gonna be brought down. He knew that.
Hey, because what it said he's seen greater riches, man.
Yeah, greater riches. It says in Christ, well, in YAHAWASHI, man. He saw greater riches. Go ahead.
Least happily, after he had laid the foundation.
So you laid the foundation. You got out there. You start preaching the word, right? Then all this stuff started coming. Like, man, I destroyed myself. That's what they say. Remember one dude that dropped out, he said, that dude ruined my life. I can't stand to hear his voice no more. Talking about El Tahar. He ruined my life. You know? All right, he laid the foundation, everything. I know who he is. I'm just not going to speak on his name. But he said that, man. All right? He said, that dude ruined, every time I hear his voice now, he now the people that told him the truth, he hate them now. He said he ruined his life.
And it's not a, you know, because it's not a, this thing is not of men. You know, it's not that they hate us. It's said they hate the Father.
Exactly, they hate YAHAWASHI, which is when you hate YAHAWASHI, by default you hate the Most High, man.
Exactly.
You know? Go ahead.
Least happily after he hath laid the foundation and is not able to finish it, all that behold it.
Hey, and it's funny too, cause niggas just get emotional, man. You know, all get offended all certain ways and just pout and they just want to stop doing the work. Want to blame everybody else. It don't matter. You can get in any arguments or whatever. Yo, you still gotta do the work, man. That don't give you the reason. You know, you got, hey, bro, gird up thy loins, man. Stop being a bitch and do what you gotta do. You know, that's really what all the most is raising up men. That's why only men can abide in this truth. Boys can't stay in this truth. Men have to abide in this truth, man. You gotta be a man.
Voices to the
sons of men. Men, not boys. That's why the Most High has raised up 144,000 men. All right, go ahead.
And is not able to finish it.
Not able to finish it, go ahead.
All that behold it began to.
Just like the one dude, like, damn, this dude like trainees now, they mock him. Like, yeah, this fall out, because why? Going back to a man going ahead and take up 7 more demons, be like, damn. You know, he finished. Go ahead.
Saying, this man began to build and was not able to finish. Or what king going to make war against another king?
And it give you an example. A king going to make war against another king. Like right now, you got America.
Yeah, Russia, Putin.
Putin and Venezuela. They they go in there, and what Maduro said, he said it's gonna be like another Vietnam. And what happened with Vietnam and America? They lost. It was an ongoing war that they just couldn't.
Just pulled out.
Yeah, they couldn't win. Go ahead.
Or what king going?
Because at the end of the day, the reason why I said Vietnam, because the thing about Vietnam, you went to go fight soldiers in their own turf that knew the terrain, that knew the whole terrain, knew where to go. So you mean tell me you gonna come fight me in my backyard?
It's called guerrilla warfare.
Guerrilla warfare. You can't beat me in my own backyard. You know? And they ain't just gonna go bombing. They're not just gonna go bombing Venezuela like with nukes and stuff, because they want the resources there. You know, so they got no choice. If they want to go, they got to set troops on the ground. That's why it was a video, an actual video with like 5,000 troops in, or I think 2,000 in Colombia or Brazil. I saw a video, right? I saw a video with like 2,000 troops in Colombia or in Brazil, one of them countries. Go ahead.
Or what king going to make war against another king sitteth not down first, and consulteth whether he be able with 10,000 to meet him that cometh against him with 20,000.
Exactly. So he's like, damn, he coming with 20,000, only got 10. So you got to strategize. Same thing in this truth. You gotta do something. What you gotta cut off to stop distracting you from the truth? Is you got too many women? Well, you gotta cut some women off. You gotta strategize, because they come with 20,000, only got 10. So I gotta be able to beat them by any means. You gotta strategize. Mentally think. Damn, am I working too many hours at the gig? Well, I gotta cut some hours off. Or I gotta get a new job. You gotta do something, man. Because you gotta beat him that's coming with 20,000. You gotta beat him. You know? You gotta think. Sit down and count the cost, because you gotta finish. You gotta defeat him. Go ahead.
Or else, while the other is yet a great way off, he sendeth an ambassage.
Ambassador, I think.
Ambassador.
Alright, go ahead.
And desire conditions of peace. So likewise, whosoever he be of you that forsaketh not all that he hath, he cannot be my disciple.
Come. And that's pretty much it on that. You gotta forsake all you have, but you can't be the disciple. You gotta count the cost, man. Whether you be sufficient to finish it. All right, go ahead.
Like the example they're giving about making a building, you know, just like and on a so-called carnal sense, you know, it's like in a regular world, you know, Jake don't ever want to say something out there, so-called bigging up something. Hey man, I'm about to go start doing this. I'm about to do that. I'm finna be in the NFL, and you telling everybody that I'm about to blow up, be a rapper or whatever, whatnot. And you see them saying Jake later on, bro. I thought you was gonna be a rapper. I thought you was talking all that big shit, about to get signed, about to be making millions, about to be doing this, or just like in the truth, you know what I'm saying? Y'all talking about y'all was gonna be kings, got the white men in slavery and have all these women and so on and so forth. But now look at you, you done left the truth, you know? But yo, did you really count that cost? Like yo, you You stand in front for YAHAWASHI, you're gonna have everybody scoffing at you. They all want you to fall off. You know, Satan is going around seeing who he may devour. All right, so did you really fall, or did you just get into this because it's a so-called fad or a trendy thing to do? I want to sit up there and entertain people with this and snap, but this is the real deal, you know. And again, you got everybody in the world that's hoping and praying for us to fall off, you know. As soon as a brother fall off or whatnot, guarantee on YouTube there's scoffing videos going up. Look at this dude and this and that. You know what I'm saying?
Subscribers, he got more views and shit now.
Yeah, but I'm just saying people making fun of you. But if you're not in this for the right reasons and you just doing this pretending and playing, you're gonna have it way worse because you didn't count the costs. It's like you saying, look, I'm about to build the baddest building over there, whatever, what, and that's gonna be the biggest shit. Fuck what everybody else say. Look, bet on this. But then you get halfway done and everybody like, bruh, that shit's 2 stories tall. Like the McDonald's over there look way better than that shit. All that bragging and shit you was doing. The McDonald's over there got you unlocked. Yeah, the McDonald's with the Playhouse look better than that shit you done did. You know what I'm saying? So look, you really need to count this here cost because why? Because hey, like the scriptures say, it's better for him to have not put his hand on the damn plow, man.
Yep, to not have learned the righteousness, the truth.
Hey.
And it's shameful, not even to the people, but to yourselves.
Yeah.
Imagine starting a project and you don't finish it. Every day you walk past that project, you look at it like, it hits you like, damn, I never finished. Or I never finished, you know?
Or we have to have the same saying is, damn, I let down YAHAWASHI. Can you really come to terms with that? You see what I'm saying? All the things he done did for you, and he didn't ask you to do one thing, you know? Can you, and you let you down.
And then on top of that, when you left the world, you left all them demons behind you. And them demons seen you, but you was coming in opposition to it. Now that you left YAHAWASHI, little do you know YAHAWASHI control them same demons that you're going back to. So here it is, you forsook the world, then now you forsook YAHAWASHI, so you're really by your damn self, man. You lost. It's a lose-lose for you now.
And that's why they bug out and all them demons come on them, because they trying to fulfill, it's on their conscience. They trying to fulfill like that, trying to make themselves happy. Trying to make themselves happy with all things in the world. They end up just being wicked as hell because they trying to forget about it, man. I had a testimony of that too. A dude that didn't want to come into the truth. When he see me, I was working, right? He come into the store with his girl. I tell you, no, like he was coming this way. He said, it looked like he wasn't even coming down the same aisle I was on. They kind of found out, you know, her word of mouth from his woman. He's like, yeah, every time he went in there, he was always hiding from that one kid. Because why? I reminded him of the truth. Every time he saw me, I reminded him of the truth. So it's like he want to forget what your boy, going back to the Matrix, Cypher said, I want to forget everything. I don't remember anything. Because he don't want to remember the reality, the truth, man.
Judgment coming.
Yeah, they don't want to remember that. That's why they bug out and start doing all kind of things to make themselves seem happy, to fill that spot, man.
It's like being with that one girl that you always had the hard feelings for. Y'all was in a deep relationship, and you know years go by, you don't think about it no more. She not on your mind, but then you see her ass again, she walk with somebody else. You be like, damn. You gotta walk off. Yeah.
You gotta wait. You know?
Hey, man, be quiet. I'm the whole post.
You gotta wait. You gotta wait. I had to.
Yeah.
You gotta wait.
I had to get into
you. You gotta wait, man.
The patience heals all things.
Fun.
You gotta wait, man.
Hey, that brother right, man. You see that chick and you just like, damn, I was so good until I saw her. She with the other dude now.
Now you want to hit the gym.
That's what happened.
You want to play ball. Holla at your boy. What you doing, man?
You remember we saw Josh down there a couple months back at Sushi Inc? Walking with the one dude. Yeah, we saw a dude walk past the camp and you can see that look on his face like, oh shit. You know, the dude that came out the camp and
he was ashamed.
Yeah, he was ashamed, man. You know? That's how it be. Go ahead and get what you got.
You asked for being offended. Couldn't find
the water. Go ahead.
But this should be close to.
I did this. I did this. I did this. And every time it come up, you fighting strong, like because you know you didn't do it. That's a lie. But the person that lied on you, eventually they just gonna let it. I ain't even gonna worry about that, man. You know, that's just how it works. You know, so the people that's in this truth, when that time come that didn't really believe, all right, and when it come and that barrel, that gun in their forehead, or yo, you finna be facing this amount of time on terrorist charges. Oh well, shit, I ain't believe this shit anyway. They gonna take that garment off and they gonna pack bags. They gonna deny you how it's shot, but they ain't really believe. You ain't gonna stand firm and die for something you don't really believe, right? Go ahead.
It says, verse 65, and he said, therefore said I unto you, that no man can come unto me except it were given unto him of my Father.
So no man can come unto him. So once again, got to be given. Got to be given. Got to be chosen, man. So you can't play this. Stop playing. Come on, baby. You know?
Just like when that one dude saw the apostles healing everybody, he wanted to try and purchase them powers with money. And the apostle said, hey man, you and your money perish with you.
Because hey, I'm pretty sure there was a dude that never thought about the Most High. Wasn't doing nothing till he seen the prophets doing the miracles, and all of a sudden, no, I want that power. You know, that's like when we be out on the highways and byways, everybody a prophet.
Right.
Everybody talking about God now. But prior to you walking around the corner, you won talking about the scriptures. But when they see you, all of a sudden they know about God, they know that. Oh, where were you before you saw me preaching the word? You weren't thinking about the Most High.
Foundation. You know? Like the Lord said, where were you when I laid the foundation? Where were you when we were laying the foundation through the Spirit?
Hey, but you also still have some people, you know, a lot of them, they come in, they want this for entertainment purposes. You know, you'll see some people come up and scoff, but then they got to always get in the camera, always be seen.
Yeah, see, they said this. You see how they said this, right?
Yeah, but they do it so-called to be seen by men, you know? This is some of the reasons a lot of these people do all these things, you know? But at the same time, you got to know why you win this, you know? Same with, you know, some people that come to so-called truth, you know, out there preaching and things like that. You know what I'm saying? But they're doing it for the wrong reasons. Like, you don't even really know what you're really into, you know? You're just out there doing it for so-called entertainment purposes. But when those times come, again, like the brother's saying, you're going to sit there and run and flee. All right? If you really believe in the things, like we go back, we're talking in, about Jonathan them in 1 Kings, right? If the armor bearer, he always running with Jonathan, like, bro, I got you. I feel you. I believe you on everything that you do. And he's like, all right, well, me and you is going to suicide mission real quick. You know what I'm saying? But look, at the same time, he's like, look, I got you. Let's go. But somebody in that same position is just there falsely for entertainment purposes. He's like, no, nigga, go out there by yourself. I ain't with all that shit. You know? I seen somebody did a parody video on the internet about gangbanging. You know, they had these two dudes, they was all gangsters and shit. Yeah, cuz, what up, blah, 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 blah. We gonna kill a nigga, do this and that. So one dude was like, all right, cuz, get your strap. We gonna go put in some work. He's like, my strap? What you mean, my book strap? You know, it's a joke they was playing. He's like, murder somebody? For what? What he did? I don't know him. No, I ain't doing that. No. But see, we not wavering and stuff like that. But yet, you know, in the parody that they was doing, they was both so-called big and gangsters. But when it was time to actually go put in that work, the one dude was like, no, I ain't with all of that. Because see, he wasn't really there for the actual reason he stated he was there for, all right?
St. John 6, verse 66. From that time, many of his disciples, I got to say this real quick. Elder Yahawah said something so beautiful that I just thought about through the Spirit. He said, there's no coincidence that this scripture is it equals 666, because what? A lot of guys St. John chapter 6, verse 66. From that time, many of his disciples went back and walked no more with him.
So they were offended and walked no more with him. So you gotta understand, man. Read this Bible thoroughly, man. Set you up a real foundation, you know, because you don't want to get offended, man. You want to, you don't want to see something that run to something that, oh, I ain't know about this, and then, you know. But hey, that happened to me before, man. You know, speaking of testimony, like some things that happened in truth that I didn't really know about, but what you stayed firm. You know, you really believe. You got a good foundation. You believe. You know, you gonna continue in it, man. Like, damn, I ain't know about this. You know, you just get hit, you just get rocked, but you wait it out, you endure, right? You endure, you got through it, right? You here now, I'm here now, we both here. You endured it, okay? It's all about faith. It's really about where your heart's at, the love. Because if you love YAHAWASHI, you're gonna go through anything he put you through, man. That's really how it is, bro. You know, I can't sit here and say what I'm gonna do and what I'm not gonna do. I don't know, but I feel as if I love YAHAWASHI the same way as Peter. He said what? I would not deny thee. This and that. You know, he was firm. But when the time came, what happened? He denied YAHAWASHI 3 times, man. So we can't speak on what we gonna do and what we not gonna do. We gotta say Lord's will, man. Right. That I don't deny YAHAWASHI, man. It's all on him, bro. Once you start thinking of yourself, you ain't gonna do you this or you that, man. That's when you fail. You gotta say, Lord's will I don't, man. Lord's will He keep the spirit on me not to deny Him. Lord's will I don't get offended. All right, go ahead, AHBAD.
Is it Acts chapter 7, verse 51? Ye stiff-necked and uncircumcised in heart and ears, ye do always resist the Holy Spirit, as your fathers did, so do ye. Which of the prophets have not your fathers persecuted? And they have slain them which shewed before of the coming of the just one, of whom ye have been now the betrayers and murderers. And we coming into that stand right now. I hope they're going to try and betray us because we speak of the just one. And they're going to try and be murderers unto us. Who have received the law by the dispensation of angels and have not kept it. When they heard these things, they were cut to the heart, and they gnashed on him with their teeth. But he, being full of the Holy Spirit, looked up steadfastly into heaven and saw the glory of YAHAWAH and YAHAWASHI standing on the right hand of YAHAWAH, and said, Behold, I see the heavens open and the Son of Man standing on the right hand of YAHAWAH. Then they cried out loud. They cried out with a loud voice and stopped their ears and ran up upon him with one accord and cast him out of the city and stoned him. And the witness laid down their clothes as a young man's feet, whose name was Saul. And they stoned Stephen, calling upon YAHAWAH and saying, Lord, YAHAWAH shall receive my spirit. And he kneeled down and cried with a loud voice, Lord, lay not this sin to their charge. And when he had said this, he fell asleep. Now the whole point of the matter is that what he was doing is telling them the truth. And they don't want to hear it because the truth hurts, like people say in the world. And they got to the point that they wanted to lay hands on him, and they tossed him out of the city and they stoned him. That's the same thing that we're coming into right now. People are getting offended at the words that we are saying, but then hey, it's no different. Hey, like the one dude was saying, oh, I hate hearing his voice. You know, talking about Elder Pastor Hart. He destroyed my life. No, what it was is that you didn't count the cost. When you put your hand to that plow, you did not understand that this comes with it, man. This comes with their work. Okay, yes, this is work. Yes, you want to get the perks, you want to get the benefits, but you don't get to the NBA just by waking up one morning. You play AAU, you play middle school basketball, high school, you go to college. If you're an Israelite, you go from high school sometime, but then you get to the league, and sometimes you may not even start. All right, so it's all about you keep progressing and keep moving forward in the spirit. You cannot let the other people incredulity get to you because they're gonna die in it. But when he said forgive them for this, he wasn't talking about those that stoned him, he was talking about Saul. But even though Saul thought what he was doing was right, was actually wrong. So nonetheless, though, we doing what we supposed to be doing according to the spirit and power of YAHWAH Shai, because it's been bestowed upon us. Now, if they don't want to believe it, they're gonna die in their iniquity anyway. But the Lord said that their blood is off our hands, and that's the point. So if you get offended, the Lord said, woe to them who is offended. It's that offenses must come to the world, but woe to that man to whom is offended. So it's just point blank period. That's it, man. But the words say, how about Shema Shah, quicker to sharpen the end of two-edged sword.
And it's really about putting away them damn emotions, man. That's right. That's why people get offended. You know, their feelings get hurt, or they feel some type of way. When you realize it's not about you. It's not about you. It's not about how I feel. Oh yeah, my feelings hurt. I'm saying brothers don't got feelings. Brothers' feelings get hurt, but yo, are you gonna move off of those emotions? Yes, yes. We all got emotions, but are you gonna be moved by those emotions? Are you gonna be moved off those feelings, man? You know, because we all got them. We in the flesh, but you can't let that move you, man. And when you realize, because that's the thing too, you gotta realize it's not about you. It's about the will of YAHWAH Shai. First and foremost, He's the first one to be glorified. Shai, then your glory come after. This is His kingdom. We just join heirs. Here it is. He hosting a party. He paying for the party. It's His party, but you want to come there and act like it's about you. It's your party. Like, dude, this is not your party, bro. Just have a seat. All right, have a seat. You know, like the parable. When one comes sit in, a more honorable one, come sit in a seat, and he tell you get your ass up out there. Let more of a, hey, who's the most honorable one? YAHWAH Shai, man. You know, get your ass up and go sit in the lower seat. You know, and then like, exactly. Don't get offended, because why? You still got a seat.
Yeah. But you know what I mean? The scripture say you're supposed to steep your brother up on yourself. So you see YAHWAH Shai. Oh, I'm gonna carry the seat to you, YAHWAH Shai. I carry you the seat. Ain't put a picture on it, you know?
Nah, man. So you know, you just can't be offended, man. realize it's not about you, it's not about you. It's about the will of YAHAWASHI outside. Hey, just like a woman, right? She gonna do anything that man, if she love that man, she gonna get him anything that he wants. As far as even if it's another woman. Regardless if that may hurt her feelings, that may hurt her feelings, right? Her husband looking at another woman and having sex with another woman, you know, and they having pleasure and enjoying each other, being intimate, that's gonna hurt her feelings. Why? Because she gonna remember how they were, right? And he giving that to another. But what? It makes him happy, so I'm gonna do whatever makes him happy. And in return, he gonna love you, right? It might hurt your feelings, things that you have to do, but in turn, you doing all these things for him because you love him. Regardless how it may make you feel. You know?
Prime example, Sarah and Hagar. Because Sarah was barren, because she loved Abraham, I'm going to allow you to go into my servant.
Because he knew what? That's what Abraham
wanted. That's what you wanted. You wanted
know?
a son. But then once that son was born, hey, the scripture talk about jealousy, the rage of a man, a jealous woman, that's jealous of another woman, man, that's something that you don't even want to bear. And I remember Elder Pastor always had this analogy, you know how that nigga woman is, but she probably throwing pots and pans at her and shit, upside her head, probably kicking and cussing her out and shit, and she fled. Yep. You know, she fled.
She couldn't bear it.
She couldn't bear it anymore. You know, because, you know, Abraham, you know, he, you know, doing his business with her. She got the son. They hold it. He's like, let me see my son. And he rocking the baby, and Hagar sitting down, and Sarah like, that motherfucker. Yeah, jealous, man. But she did it because she loved him. Yep. Like you say, she put her emotions aside, even though she was a woman, but it was all the Most High. All the Most High. Right?
Hey, but going into the same thing, you know, the scriptures say we are soldiers of YAHAWASHI, right? Prime example, when you go into the military, let's just say the Navy SEALs, right? You know, I watch some movies, I don't know about the Navy SEAls that much, but I watch some movies, they simulate their trainings, right? But they out there, they have them out in the water, they got this like long swim, you know, freezing cold water in the dark, wake up early in the morning. Those guys, it's not about those individual soldiers, you know? Oh, it's too cold to be swimming in the water. Oh, it's too early to be getting up. Oh, I don't want to be going to go do those laps. I don't want to go do none of that. They got to put all that emotions and feelings and stuff to the side and follow the protocol, because when you out on the field, you moving as what? The United States Navy, not so-called, you know, let's just say private Tom or whatever. You're not that. You're not being looked at it that way, you know. And when y'all win the war, they be like, all right, let's say the United States military won. Then you go have an award ceremony, and they award each individual person. But first and foremost, it starts from the top on down. You're not in control. You're just a soldier in the army. All right, so you can't be like, you know what? I don't like the way these colors look on us. We're gonna change up all the outfits and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, we got the outfits tan, the hottest in the damn desert. What you talking about? You ain't worried about this. It's not about you. You know? You can't be offended because you don't like the outfit they're wearing, or they gotta get up early in the morning to go swim. You know, you gotta count on that you gotta count that, you know, that cost.
That's beautiful. Because what the Lord told us to do, He said, put dust upon our heads and wear sackcloth. Not to go out there with warrior garments on. It's not about you and how you trying to present yourself. Because they said when he comes to man with the gay clothing, you tell him to sit here, you know, you will dine, you will cater to him. But then when, let's say we come, you'll tell us to sit beneath us so you can put your foot on us. But what the scripture said, did not the Lord choose those that were poor in the world, rich in faith? So that's what it boils down to, man.
Because what it's about is obedience and integrity. You know, how are you tested of your obedience and your integrity? You have to be tried, and that's why we say Lord's will, but He has to try us. You know, because we can't be so headstrong saying we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. We don't have control. You know, Most High gave us an order, and we stand. He'll come and try us and test us and see if we'll stand firm or whatnot. That's how we're found favor. That's why we say Lord's will with the elect. You know, because we have to do what's required of us, and that goes to count the cost. It's about obedience and integrity. Because you can say you're gonna do these things and whatnot, but knowing you don't, like you said, no one likes not knowing they don't have control over their life. You know, saying, damn, I can walk down the street, Most I can take my light out just like that. It's like, oh damn, like all this I did, and you know, but that's fear. Because, and again, we know who's in control, and that goes into us eating that whole world. We have the big picture. If the Most High can kill us, that means He can save us. You know, but here He says He's gonna save us. That's why He says, you know, we continue on to the end. You know, then them who got to be saved. That's why patience and faith of the saints. Again, it's about integrity and obedience, and that's what a man does. You know, in the army, you know, brother's talking about a soldier. Right. You know, how can you be tested in the army? You know, you have a head commander, right? You know, who's the head in charge, right? You know, YAHAWASHI. He gives us an order. How can He have us in His army if we're defiant? You know, doing not what the hell He wants us to do. You're not gonna be able to stand. How can I stand next to this man knowing we don't stand for the same thing? How can we fight the same fight if we're not fighting the same fight? Because you for yourself. The Most High don't want men like that, because we're trying to win. This is about victory, or overcoming death, immortality. You can't get immortality if doing your own thing, you know, because you cannot be trusted. That's why I'm going to spew you out, lukewarm, you know, straddling the fence. Should I serve myself or should I serve the Most High? You brought out in Joshua, you see me going through. Exactly, not letting that light come out.
That's right, that's right.
You can't pass the ball. You got to be the one to always make the jump shot. You know?
Exactly. It's a
team.
team.
Pass the ball, man.
That's the spirit.
You know?
Yep. Hey, and I'm glad you said that, because as great as a player LeBron is, a lot of players don't really want to play with LeBron because they actually have the team play around him. Because listen, you know how this is, you playing ball, you got to get the ball in your hand, you got to get them jump shots, man, so you can get into the field. I can't be in the game for 3 quarters, now all of a sudden LeBron want to give me the ball. Oh shit, should I pass it back or not? So everybody's out of whack. There's really no unison there, man. Right? Like Antonio Brown, he want to get them 11, 12 catches. But you got other players on the field that get their catches too. You know?
That's not a winner's mentality. To be able to win, it's a team game.
Take L for the team.
Exactly.
We
all win, you know.
Yep.
It's a winner's mentality. Yep. This is not a one-on-one type shit, you know.
Right.
Go ahead.
St. John 6, verse 67.
What you got? You holding it?
Yeah. I still got it. St. John 6 and 67. It says, Then said YAHAWASHI unto the 12, Will ye also go away?
So will ye also go away? I love that. I love that scripture so much, man. From the verses after that, man. All right, but YAHAWASHI asked, so will ye also go away? Many were offended and left not with and walked not with YAHAWASHI, man. Right? Went out. Stop doing the word. Stop doing the ministry. Go ahead.
Verse 68. Then Simon Peter answered him, Lord, to whom shall we go?
To whom shall we go? So that's beautiful. They asked that. Lord, to whom shall we go?
That's what I said. Then the 12 said.
Con. Because you know you gotta think, be in that same mind frame right now. Oh, where you gonna go? Where you gonna go in the world and what is in there for? It's nothing for you because you too spiritual. It's too spiritual. You know, like you can't be filled. It's nothing out there that can satisfy you. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, if you stop serving YAHAWASHI, the only real question is who you gonna be serving? Who are you serving at that point? You know, that should be the end all be all. All right, I don't want to serve YAHAWASHI. Well, who you gonna serve? Just get that through your mind and figure that one out. You know what I'm saying? That should just let you know then. If you're not serving YAHAWASHI, you serving basically the lust of your own flesh. You found out these damn Edomites. You already know what's gonna come with that. You know what I'm saying?
It's like this truth is life, man. It's everything. All right. You begin to become accustomed to suffering, because you would rather suffer than be around a bunch of fucking homosexuals and accepting that shit, man. Right? I would rather suffer with these brothers than go out in the world, man, and oh yeah, this guy here is a good guy. You know, clean shave, clean shave. Now I'm driving a S class. You know, and I'm doing good.
392.
You know, you know what I mean? I ain't driving a 745 LI no more. You know, so you know what I mean. So it's good now. You looked at it as a good person.
Exactly. In the society. Yep.
In the society. Now you looking good and everybody accepted and like, but what? You still around all the wickedness? You still around all the homosexuals? Like, come on, man. Where you gonna go? You know? Plain. Go ahead.
St. John 6 and verse 68. Then Simon Peter answered him, Lord, to whom shall we go? Thou hast the words of eternal life.
Thou hast the words of eternal life, man. Where we gonna go? Oh, ain't that's how you feel? Like nothing outside of this world is much more. It's more than its truth. Like it's precious.
You can't live a lie.
Yeah, it's near unto your heart. Like this truth is everything, bro. That's why I love that scripture so much. It's like, cause you can imagine yourself like, YAHAWASHI, where we gonna go? Like this is home.
Have the words of eternal life.
You know, this is home. I love this. You know, to other people this may not seem fun, or it may look like a boring life, but Lord, this is everything to me, man. You know?
It's like on the book of Eli. She was like, can I go with you? And you were like, no. But she knew it was something about him. I gotta follow him. That man, it's something about him. That's how we are with YAHAWASHI. Where we gonna go? But we know that Yahweh control the left and the right hand side. You know, and Elder Pastor Gabar always say this. You have to be a visionary. You have to visualize these things. That's what we do. That's why our hands are still on the plow, all right? And we got blisters and everything. We bleeding. Our hands are still on the plow, still treading and still working, man. All right?
Give me this 417 real quick. Should I hold that out? Yeah, hold that.
Hold it on there.
417.
This is Luke chapter 4, verse 17. And there was delivered unto him the book of the prophet Isaiah. And when he had opened the book, he found the place where it was written, the Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because he hath anointed me to preach the gospel to the poor.
To the poor. Which be us. Go ahead.
He hath sent me to heal the brokenhearted.
The brokenhearted. So through YAHAWASHI, we were sent. Bro, our hearts has been healed. You know, so it's like, where we gonna go? Like this, I've been healed. I feel good. I feel whole here. You know, that feeling that I feel whole, bro. And that's what health means, to feel whole, bro. Comfort, exactly. This is a comforter. Like, bro, you can't offer me shit, man. Come on. What kind of deal you gonna offer me, man? I mean, that shit sound good. 3.2 mil. You know, whatever. Like, that shit sound good. It look, oh, I can drive a nice car. Like, yo, come on. This is eternal. This is eternal. Like, come on. You can't offer me. Where am I go? You know? Where am I go, bro? Go ahead.
Beautiful, man. That's so beautiful.
To preach deliverance to the captives.
To the captives, right? We captives. We here in America. But through this thought, but through this truth, we know that one day, man, we gonna rule over our oppressors. Go ahead.
It's comfort.
And recovering of the sight to the blind.
And now we see. We can see. Yeah, we see all wickedness, man. We see that this place is evil. So why would I want to leave this truth that has brought me to the light, man? All right? I was lost out here in the darkness, man. This truth has brought me to light. This truth has given me life, man. All right? Go ahead.
To set at liberty them that are bruised.
And we were bruised. That's the last verse? Yeah. So we were bruised, but all that's been healed. So it's like, YAHAWASHI, where we gonna go? You know? Yeah, I know you be going back to Job. Yeah, I know you be jacking me up and stuff, but that shit hurts sometimes. But man, I ain't finna go nowhere. I can't.
But the scripture says, many as I love,
I can't go nowhere. Go ahead, go back in that.
That's beautiful. St. John 6 and verse 69. And we believe and are sure that thou art YAHAWASHI.
So we believe you are the Son of the Most High, man. We believe that. They might not believe. They might not believe. It's a song by The Weeknd, man. When I listen to, anytime I listen to any love songs, man, I'm thinking about the Most High. You know what I mean? It's a song by The Weeknd. As You Are. As You Are, right? And he said, it's just me and you. They couldn't see. He said they couldn't see what I see in you. Because I believe in you.
I gotta hear
right?
that again,
Because I believe in you. And every time I hear that song, man, I like, yeah, they couldn't see. You know, I'm talking about the 230. They couldn't see what I see in you. Like, man, what are you doing? What are you doing in this truth? Well, you know what? You know, I think it's madness. But they couldn't see what I see in you. I see your beauty. I see you. I see how precious you are. They couldn't see that. You know?
That's some godly shit. Like
you know, you just you be like, man, you be love. You tell the Most High, man, like that love you have for him, man. They couldn't see you. They didn't want to follow you. They didn't want to suffer. You know, they didn't want to be poor. But Lord, I saw you, man. I believed in you. They didn't, right? They didn't. You know, and that's why the Most High, He gonna be looking for you, brothers, in that day, man. When all hell broke loose, man. A chariot gonna come and pick you up, man, and come save you. Why? Because the love you show towards the Most High, because the scriptures say He loved us first.
Because that's Isaiah 54 chapter. Thy maker is thy husband.
Isaiah 54:6, I think, somewhere.
The scriptures say He loved us first. How He loved us first? Because prior to when I was in the world, you weren't really concerned about the Most High, man, in the world, right? But He loved us first. All right, and brought us out, and showed us His love and kindness, showed us His tender love and care. The scriptures show you that. As a woman, as a woman that giveth suck to her child, will I show mercy unto thee, man. The Most High is getting ready to show His mercy. Right? Back to Romans 9 again. Through this vessel will I show my mercy, and through this vessel will I show my wrath. The mercy of the Most High is going to be showed through us, because we like, damn, how's the Most High merciful? He shows it through men. He shows it through the vessels, right? It's displayed through his actions, through his works. Go ahead.
16 and 74. It's my favorite precept.
Hey, get it.
That's beautiful.
You know, if you want to get it, go ahead. You know, don't be hesitant, man. If you feel like it's gonna go with what we talking about,
yes.
Go ahead, man.
Yes, it will. Yes, it will. This is about to real quick. This is
This ain't my show. You feel me?
This is I'm holding some shit. That's why. All right, this is 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 74. Hear, O ye my beloved, saith the Lord, YAHAWASHI. Behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. All right.
Be like, you know it's coming.
The time of taking trouble is coming, man. The days of evil, but the Lord has a remnant that he always left in the nation of Israel, that he will redeem, man, you know, so that they can be exalted and glorified, man, so that he can be exalted and glorified through them, you know. That's a beautiful thing, man.
Because when you go back to Malachi, the 1st chapter, right, it said, where hast thou hast loved us? Because Israel, like, where you loved us? Look at us. Look how we, right? Poor, afflicted, poor and afflicted, huh? So Israel is like, damn, you know, Israel want to see that mercy. Israel want to see that the Most High's merciful side, man, because we saw his wrath, right? We want to see his merciful side. But we seeing it right now spiritually. Because you know, bro, if he didn't send YAHAWASHI down, Revelation the 5th chapter, we would still be in this world right now, man.
Doing bullshit.
But he showed his mercy, man, and we able to see that. But 2/3 ain't spiritual. They can't see, like, man, the Most High don't love us, man. He don't love so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans. He don't love us. They can't see it because they physically don't have the tangible things right now. Yeah, they don't have the physical things. But if you see in the spirit, because remember, all things begin in the spirit before they manifest in the flesh, right? So in the spirit, we already got the kingdom, right? In the spirit, we got the riches. In the spirit, we got the glory. Revelation the 5th chapter. Going back to that again, YAHAWASHI received it up there. He was glorified when he got up there. But what? He just waiting for thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. He waiting for it to physically manifest down here. But he already got the kingdom, bro. He glorified. Tell you he was glorified in the heavens, man. Sitting on the right-hand side of the Most High, man. The scriptures tell you in John that he have given all judgment to YAHAWASHI. He gave that seat to YAHAWASHI, man. The judgments has been returned on YAHAWASHI. YAHAWASHI is that ultimate judge right now, man. All right? It tell you that in John. The Most High gave YAHAWASHI his throne, so to say. Right-hand side, sitting right there with him. That's his son. You give your son your inheritance, right? Your firstborn son, which is the only begotten son of the Most High. What? You give him the inheritance, man. You give him everything. Right? Sitting right underneath the Most High. And what we desire to be like him, with him, man. All right? But we got to go through this. We know we got to go through this first. Like YAHAWASHI. Hey, it's funny. Because you want to get in the truth. You want to see the play. You want to see all that. YAHAWASHI had to wait. What more you? YAHAWASHI had to wait. YAHAWASHI had to suffer. So YAHAWASHI don't, you know, it don't mean nothing. Like, you don't got to do what man, you got to go through the same thing. You ain't going to go to the same extent that he went through it. But you got to suffer just how he suffered, man. You got to wait just how he got to wait. You don't think YAHAWASHI up there waiting, man? Going back to John the 17th chapter. I wish they was up with me so they can behold my glory. So they can see. So YAHAWASHI said, I wish they was up here with me so they can see this, man. All right? Go ahead.
I got a quick precept here. All right. This is Acts 14, verse 22. It says, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we must through much tribulation,
so much tribulation, man. Go ahead.
Enter into the kingdom of the Most High.
And that's the only way. That's the only way you're gonna be able to get there, man. You got to go through it. You got to go through it. It ain't always easy. It's not always easy, man. It's not. You know, I can't sit and tell y'all, man. This truth is a breeze. This truth is a breeze. Hey, if you saying it's a breeze, you gotta examine yourself whether you be in the truth.
Spirit ain't on you.
You gotta be like, hold on, am I in the truth?
Right.
You gotta lay. Oh man, this. Hey, brother, making videos like, damn, this truth is a breeze. The easiest thing I ever been through. You gotta listen. Brothers looking like, damn.
Real men of the Lord.
Are you in the truth?
Hey, real men of the Lord, when things start happening, somebody might just be nice to you one time, like, hey, here you go, you can have it. Like, oh shit, am I still in the truth?
Yeah,
Good things happening, you
like,
can check
yeah.
yourself.
What's the catch?
Yeah.
What's the catch to this? Like, damn.
Yeah, you start too much good stuff start happening. You be like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm used to always catching hell. Like, yeah, you know, I'm used to that type of shit going on. I'm used to this.
Yeah.
But then somebody just trying to be nice to you. Like, oh, hold on, wait a minute, let me examine myself, man.
What new car?
Or you.
What?
Hey, most time I get y'all want some money. I don't ever call me giving me that.
I was just thinking about what he just said.
Hey,
That's crazy.
you know what he's talking about. Hey, or you go a week or two without nothing happening. You like, damn. You look around like, you driving your car, looking around like,
let me run this red light right quick.
Hey, trying to flick yourself.
Let me get in trouble. Let me be bad and get a temper trench on the shit.
Hey, no.
Hey, roll up on the police.
You're trying to flick yourself,
Yeah. Roll up on the police and shit, man. Fuck y'all niggas and catch some red light.
Hey,
Slow down there.
Sir, do you need an escort?
You be like, yeah, what the
fuck?
You know, you get in trouble, you celebrating, you know? Like the disciples said, they praised the Most High when they was beaten.
Yeah,
they glorified, you know, like, yes, oh yes, I'm in trouble. You know?
That's beautiful, man.
Yeah.
You know, so I understand, man. You know, this is truth. Ain't no breeze, you know? Scripture. Hey, anything that's easy, that comes easy like that, you know it's too good to be true. All right, it's a catch. It's a catch somewhere.
Yeah, we say it's too easy. It's not.
That was too easy to get to. It's like, you know, when you got something precious, right?
Where's the fight? I mean, you know, where's the fight?
When you got something precious, what you do? You hide it. You put it somewhere difficult. That's why, like, it's a treasure behind this. But you gotta get through this. People try hard because they think like, damn, it must really be something behind this for them to put this in such a hard place. So you try your best to get to wherever they hid it at. Because it's a great treasure. It's like, damn, it must be something precious because they wouldn't have went through all this trouble to hide it. Right? But if it just set out there easy, it's not really worth nothing. You know what I mean? So same thing with this truth. It's not an easy task. All right? Going back to that verse again, all that godly shall suffer persecution, man. All right? You want to get the kingdom of heaven, eternal life? You're going through it. This is what it takes. You know? Go ahead.
St. John 6:69. And we believe and are assured that thou art Hamashiach, the Son of the living power, Yahawah.
And that's the thing. Because a lot of people, hey, they didn't believe. No, this ain't the Most High Son, man. They say, we believe that you are the Son of the Most High, the anointed of the Heavenly Father. We believe you him. They don't. Here it is, this man coming down doing great works and miracles. Hey, this got to be a man sent from the Most High. All right, this got to be the Son of the Most High that the Scripture prophesied about. Go ahead.
Verse 70. YAHAWASHI answered them, have not I chosen you, and one of you is a devil? He spake of Judas Iscariot, the son of Simon, for he it was that should betray him.
That's pretty much it on
that.
You know, so you know, the disciples, like, you know, YAHAWASHI was saying, you know, but hey, haven't I chosen, you know, the 12 of you, and one of you is a devil? All right, go ahead and get that what you had in
Wisdom of Solomon.
Yeah, Wisdom of Solomon.
Yeah, Wisdom of Solomon 3, verse 1. But the souls of the righteous are in the hand of the Most High.
So, you know, the man that's always trying to do good, all right, always trying to follow law, statutes, commandments to the best of their ability, you know, things always end up happening, but the Most High said, you know, shall no evil touch them, man. All right? Go ahead.
And there shall no torment touch them.
So no torment ain't gonna touch them brothers, man. You know? Hey, you know, you might be shaking, but you're not gonna be fully taken away. All right? The Most High gonna have mercy on you. The Most High will not let your feet slide, man. Your feet slip, so to say. Go ahead.
In the sight of the unwise, they seem to die.
So in the sight of the unwise, they seem to die, because the scriptures say some of them, they shall persecute, and they gonna think that they doing God's will when they kill us. You know, let's think about it. You being on the other side of the fence, like, yeah, man, them guys always yelling at people and causing all kind of mischief, and then yeah, they need to get off the streets, man. They wicked, man. They need to get off the streets. Yeah, oh, I'm glad that happened to them, man. I'm glad, yeah, I'm glad they was brought up on charge, man. Them dudes are just terrible out there. But they gonna think that they doing God's will. They gonna think so.
They see us with this song here, you know, the devil, Jesus with the devil horns on. They're like, oh, they over there blaspheming the Bible. These guys, this and that. Like, you know, if something was to happen to us, like, oh, thank God that, you know, God did His will and took them out. Little do they know, like, yo, man, we breaking down the strongholds, man. We not the bad guy, man. You know.
So, you know, read that again, huh?
Yep. Wisdom of Solomon 3 and 2. In the sight of the unwise, they seem to die.
Why? Because they're unwise. They don't realize that that's not a biblical image of YAHAWASHI. You know? They don't realize that. So they unwise. So in the sight of the unwise, and they put horns on my Jesus.
Yeah.
Remember that cat?
Not my Jesus.
You put horns on my Jesus? You know? He said, my Jesus. So that's his Jesus. Right? But what? He's not wise.
Right.
That's not your Jesus, man. He's not here to save you, Jake.
That's the reason you're here
You
now.
fucking fool, man. You are a fool, man. Oh my Jesus. That man ain't fighting, ain't doing shit for you, man. Alright? So-called white men ain't doing nothing for you, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Alright? They ain't doing nothing but furthering the affliction. Right? They making your life hell and miserable on this planet. They ain't doing shit for you. But in the sight of unwise, you know, our people, man, our people come up against us before these devils do, man. Alright? Every time we be about to get into a scruffle out here or something, it's because of a Jake, man. Alright? So they gonna think that, they think we dying. I told him that was a cult he was in. I told him them niggas was crazy, them niggas weren't no good. I told him. Now look at him. Yep, that's what he get. Right?
Hey, remember when that brother who was out about Sushi Inc? One Jake, we was talking about Edomites, and he come walking down the block with another Edomite. Jake pulled out a damn knife on us. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, but you don't even realize that you walking with the person that's about to be taking your head off your shoulders. You know what I'm saying? We out here to save you, telling you that that's your enemy. He wasn't planning the plotting on your ass, but yet and still, you know what I'm saying? They come, they turn their ways before us, before these Edomites do. They had another Edomite wanted pulling him away. I'm like, come on, it ain't even worth it. It ain't even worth it. You know what I'm saying? But hey, that's our people. Stiff neck.
Go ahead.
And their departure is taken for misery.
Departure is taken for misery. So they just think, Jake actually feels sorry for you, man. You know? Jake be feeling sorry for you. Like, damn, man, he lost, man. He done. You know, bugged out, man. You know, Jake be feeling sorry for you, man. It's funny. You know, it's funny because it's like, dude, like, you don't even understand half the thing. But yeah, man, he ain't doing too good, man. The dudes got him lost. Man. He ain't doing good, man. Hey, I had a nigga tell me, pray for him. Right? You remember put me on Facebook? Pray for him. Right? Pray for him, man. Like, niggas telling other people to pray for me.
Hey,
you know?
At the end time, what? You can't do nothing against the word. Before the word, you didn't expose us like that, but then people start coming in like, you know what? I don't know why you was dumb. You done gave me the gold for free. You over here scoffing like, look at this old dumbass nigga with this old fake ass gold. Like, no nigga, this shit real. Like, we finna go cash in on this. Like, that was your loss. And you like, how the fuck you get rich? Like, that fake ass gold you was giving me, that shit made me rich, but you the one forsook it, you know?
You know, so they count our life as misery. Like, yeah, man, I don't know, man. He got so much potential. He could be doing so much other things, and I just feel so sorry for him. He lost. Go ahead,
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3, verse 4. Verse 3. and they're going from us to be utter destruction.
Yeah, they gone, man. They done. They gonna, hey, God, hey, and God's gonna destroy them. That's what they say. The Most High gonna, hey, man, y'all blaspheming the scriptures. Y'all playing with, playing with God. Y'all need to repent. That's what they
why they eating pork chop, boy? You need to repent. You need to repent. Over there slopping out some pork chop ahead, boy. You need to repent. You going home.
They done. That's why it's so funny. It's comical. Like, you laugh at them like, man, you don't know. Yeah, you don't know shit.
Yeah. And that laugh keep you from crumbling, bro. Because it really is a lot of your family members, man. You know.
All I tell them is, we'll see. We'll see. You know, we'll see in the end. You know, if what I'm doing is wrong, if I ain't doing it the right way, well, I'm gonna continue to do it this way. You continue doing it your way, and we're gonna see in the end who's right and who is wrong. That's all we can wait on. You know. Go ahead.
But they are in peace.
But they are in peace. And we are.
Very nice, man.
You wanna know why? Because 2/3 really don't know if they going to hell or heaven when they die. That's what they thinking about. Yeah. If we die, we already know we going back to the spirit world. We know that. We have that knowledge. That's why we're not afraid. We're not afraid to perish, man. We know. You don't really die. You don't go down to hell and burn forever. But 2/3 worrying about if they gonna go to hell when they die and burn forever with some red man with a pitchfork. That's what they worried about. You know, man. We know Esau's kingdom, because Jake don't have no peace. Jake think they gotta work hard the rest of their life. Jake think they always gonna get pulled over by the police. You know, they don't got no hope. But we at peace. We know, man. We can see this man. We can see this man going down, man. We can see his kingdom ending. We can see the destruction of the so-called white man. We can see the downfall of the so-called white man. So we at peace. Go ahead.
Verse 4. For though they be punished in the sight of men, yet is their hope full of immortality.
Because we know YAHAWASHI gonna come back and set things right. You know? Because that takes a lot of faith, man. That takes a lot of courage. Because here it is, you waiting on some man, all right? But he said, I will not meet thee as a man. So you waiting on some being to come back and set things in order to plead your cause. You know, the whole world's persecuting. You're gonna be all globally. These are bad men. These are terrorists. But you waiting on YAHAWASHI to come back and plead your cause, to set things in order. You know, that's what you waiting on. Because nobody on this earth is gonna plead your cause for you, man. You know, the brothers, we can't do it. You know, we can't save you. Only YAHAWASHI can. So that's gonna take a lot of courage to stand up in these last days. You know, it's gonna take a lot. That's why we say Lord's will. You know, hey, that faith, that shield of faith above all. But that's what it's gonna take in these last days. Straight faith, man. Go ahead. Hey, you got something real quick?
No, finish that up. All right,
yeah, that's like 2 more. Verse 5. And having been a little chastised.
So this is just a little chastisement, man. Because I remember somewhere in the book of Sirach, it said he chastened us little by little. So our sins won't go up, you know, reach so high. You know what I mean? So he chastened us little by little. He don't give us that whole, you know, judgment. You know, because what? It said, but thou hast understood that we are but flesh. The Most High understood that we not but flesh. You know, he know that. So he has mercy. He shows that mercy on us, man. He chastened us little by little. Okay? So having been a little chastised, because, bro, for the shit we did, we supposed to be dead and gone already, man. The Most High showed mercy. All right? So being a little chastised, go ahead.
They shall be greatly rewarded.
And that's going back to that topic. The Most High is a reward unto them that diligently seek him. We're going to be greatly rewarded, man. Having to be in a little chastised, we're going to be greatly rewarded. Go ahead.
For Yahweh Bashim Yahawashi proved them.
He proved them. Here it is. I got to give him, you know how I be like, I got to give a gift to somebody, but I don't know if he deserved this. You think he deserved this? I saw that on the movie, that movie with Will Smith, how he was giving his eyes and his certain organs to different people. 7 pounds? Yeah. All right. And there was a scene in that movie where it was a woman. It was this man. He ran like a elderly home, right? Where he take care of you know, disabled old people. It's like a nursery home, so to say. Okay? And Will Smith, he was in a high position. He was able to get this man a loan. The man that ran the place, he said, I need a loan to help me out. No, Will Smith was actually the IRS. Yeah, he was the IRS. He was working for the IRS. And this man was so backed up in taxes, like, I mean, a whole bunch of money, like probably millions. And he was looking for a break. So he asked one of the homeless people that live in a nursery home. He asked the old lady, he said, I want to give this man a break. I want to give him a gift. Can you tell me what kind of person he is? Because if I'm going to get this man this $1 million tax cut, I want to know, is he treating y'all right in here? Long story short, the lady could barely speak. So she started crying. He said, can you write it down? He wrote it down and said, he's punishing me. And he's like, what do you mean? What do you mean? And she started writing. He punishing me because I won't take the medicine he's giving me. She's saying, but the medicine he's giving me is making my head hurt. So his way of punishing me is he's not showering me. Because she's an old lady, she's disabled, she can't shower herself. So he said his way of punishing me is he leave me in a chair sitting in my you know, urine and all that, and he won't let me shower. So that's how he punished me for not taking the medicine. So he picked her up, right? Took her to the shower and said, you shower, you give this woman a shower right now. And you will not get, you know, he told you ain't getting them tax cuts. He left. He said, because I want to reward, you know, pretty much the thing, I want to reward good people. So let me know what kind of person you are before I reward you. So go and read that again. Yep.
Wisdom of Solomon 3 verse 5. And having been a little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded. But the Most High proved them.
So the Most High want to give this gift to upright men, to so-called holy men, so to say, righteous men. So what, he want to get a gift out, but what, he got to prove who's worthy of this gift that he's gonna give out, right? I want to give somebody the world. But I want to give it to somebody who deserves it, because the Most High can easily go out and pick 144,000 blacks and Hispanics, Native Americans. He could pick anybody. Right? He could have went out and just picked anybody. This could have been the worst nigga on the planet.
He said if you don't prophesy, I can raise up rocks. Basically, these stones, you know what I'm saying? I could really recreate everything if I wanted.
But the point is, he could have chose anybody, right? But he said he proved them. So they deserve. He tried them, so they deserve this, man. They deserve this. All right, go ahead.
And found them worthy for himself.
For himself. All right. When you test out a product, you want, hey, can I test drive it? You want to buy a car? Can I test drive it first? Right? You test drive it. Oh, okay, I like the way this drive. This me. You drive off the lot. Go ahead.
As gold in the furnace have he tried them, and received them as a burnt offering.
Yep, that's it. So the Most High wants to give a gift, man. But you gotta earn it. Come on, you gotta earn it. You gotta put in the work. He ain't just gonna. He want to give it to somebody who's gonna appreciate. That's the thing, because he wants somebody to appreciate. The Most High wants somebody to appreciate him. You know, he wants somebody to appreciate him. So a nigga that ain't worked for it, they not gonna appreciate the Most High, man. Right? But when he give out to this, what we gonna call halal YAHAWASHI? That's what he want. But somebody that ain't worked for it and been through nothing to get it, you think they gonna be like, thank you, God? No, they not.
Or just be abusing it and everything like that. Like you, let's say a man with a lot of money just get a woman, whatever, whatnot, just steadily buying her everything just because. Well, he buy me everything anyway. I don't got it, you know what I'm saying? But you don't really know. She could be in that position just getting all the money from you, you know? And that's why some of these Edomite men be running out of their minds, because they didn't bought their wife by a certain price with the so-called the visual things on life. You know, I can take you to this country, that country, this country. But he never went through the steps of so-called proving them, you know? Some Jake go through certain situations where they be like, yo, I can't even think of none of the rappers right now, but they was like, yo, when I was down and out, we was sleeping on so-and-so's couch in the basement, you still believed me in my dream. And then we still together today. I think Snoop Dogg is one of the rappers. Huh?
I'm thinking that J. Cole?
I'm not even sure, but I know like Snoop Dogg is one of those rappers like that is actually with his wife from way back when. You know, there's quite a few of these people where they've been with they person since, you know, before they was they are now. So they know they're like, well, look, I know you're not with me because I'm so-called famous, because you saw me when I was sleeping at your mama's house on the couch. We was sleeping in the car. We was over there robbing the McDonald's trash can together. Me and you was together. So I know that all this extra shit don't really mean that. It's just an extra perk. You know what I'm saying? So you got to know how to appreciate all those things that person do and give for you. So hey, sometimes if you can appreciate me when I'm broke and we live in a trash can in a dumpster, then I know you can appreciate me in that damn mansion. So I don't really have no problem like, oh, you only here because of the mansion or whatever. You know?
You gotta be proven
Yeah.
of trust, no, believe me, trustworthy. You ain't gonna let no nigga around you like that. No, I gotta be a brother with somebody you can trust. You know, you can leave a house there, give them the keys.
Right.
You know, hey, take care, I'll be right back. You know? Down one now. That's all now.
Because the Most High is, at the end of the day, the Most High wants somebody to reverence Him and acknowledge Him that yo, this is who this from, and we gonna appreciate it. You know, Lord's will we be those men. You know, we gonna appreciate the things that the Most High, the kingdom that He gives to us, man. We're gonna be called, man. I'm telling you, bro, it's gonna be called halal. YAHAWASHI. We gonna sincerely say that, man. Again, we're saying it now, you know.
Like I was saying, in the carnal sense, in the spiritual sense, like the Lord said, we basically His woman. But go back into like, you know, a physical sense with men and women. Just imagine, you know what I'm saying? You have like a man buying this woman this big old nice house or whatever, whatnot. You know what I'm saying? And now she wanna, you know, I done seen this with plenty of people, you know. This man that was so-called bought this woman the world and everything, but she's just still shitting on him, right? She walking around in $1,000 shoes or whatever, whatnot. He's just walking around like a bum or whatever, whatnot. You know, always shitting on him in his face or whatever, whatnot. Don't respect the man, whatever, nigga. You can do whatever you want to do, whatever. Just make sure I got my money in my pocket. You don't respect him or nothing like that. You don't care or appreciate him. You just want that so-called paycheck is getting you in a good spot. So again, we right now being in the same position, we have to basically, for a metaphor, we have to put up with the Lord while we living in this rat-infested apartment. You know what I'm saying? Getting evicted from couch to couch to couch to couch. You're like, damn, you stuck with me through all of that. All right, so when we move into this here mansion, you know what I'm saying? You can have whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? So again, at the same time, you know what I mean? We learning, like the scriptures say, hey, we being tried like gold is tried in silver and fire and silver. Same thing through these here afflictions. All right, so that's why I was making that metaphor. Like, yo, we basically with him while we living in cardboard boxes. You know, we right around the corner in a cardboard box with him, but we still cleaving to him. Say, yo, we love you. You provide for us for everything that you give us, and we're thankful for that. How much more when he actually give us the whole kingdom and everything else? We're gonna really appreciate it because we remember what it was like being up under a cardboard box and still giving them thanks when we was in that box.
And what is that? What is that cardboard box? No being enslaved. No being captivity. No, but once we still calling on him right now.
Right.
We're still doing what he told us to do to the best of our ability. Right. So that's beautiful. That's a beautiful analogy. And then we're gonna give him all praise, honor, and glory, even more when Deuteronomy 37 is in full effect, you know?
You had something?
Yeah, I wanted to read, kind of going on that same point, Daniel 12. Where was that? It says, I'm going to just get to verse, I'm going to read 1 and 2. Daniel 12 and 1. It says, and at that time shall Michael stand up, that great prince which standeth for the children of thy people. There shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to the same time. At that time, thy people shall be delivered, everyone that's found in thy book. Hold on, give us 1 second.
I follow the movement all the way. You already know what it is. All right. What's up, live? Y'all seen me talking before too.
This is Daniel chapter 12, verse 2. It says, and many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt. All right, and that's, you know, as a prime example of the things we was going to earlier. You know, hey, the spirit come through. You know, we was saying the same thing. You know, with the hypocrisy and things like that. But we being tried as gold is tried and as silver is tried. But in that day, we gonna wind up waking up to everlasting salvation, while some wake up to everlasting shame. You know, some people say they got this and they got that and things going on. But where's your work set? You know, you saying all these things now. It's gonna be that big oh damn moment. You know what I'm saying? I done fucked up moment. You like I done seen them and this and that and still did this and did that, you know, offered the service of a fool, and now you're gonna be like, damn, where's my salvation, you know? But at the same time, you laughing and scoffing at the same thing, you know? But
yeah, because the Most High's honor is in His saints. You know, we're in our poverty, we're poor. So what more when we're put in a higher state where we belong?
I mean, that was like a prime example of something we had said earlier about that. You know, people want to come up, they get in the camera, oh y'all see me doing the same thing. It's for entertainment purposes. All right, but at the same time, hey, I feel bad for them because at the same time you saying it in your heart, you lying to yourself But when the Lord comes, you can't lie to him. Like, but Lord, haven't we prophesied in your name? You see me on a video one time. I pushed this and I know about that. But really, where you was at then? Like, you know, that's gonna be. Yeah, you know. Let me just hit that last point of verse 2. And many of them that slept in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt. You know, that's a prime example. You know, some people when they actually wake up to it, they're gonna be like, fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like the biggest, like one of the biggest L's you can take besides that Wisdom of Solomon 5 for them Edomites is to actually wake up and find out you was an Israelite the whole time and you was just going off. That's even worse than waking up being a damn Edomite, you know? Well, it ain't worse than being an Edomite, but you know what I'm saying? Like Edomites catching their hell, but you, Jacob, like, damn, the Lord actually came to save us, and we was like, fuck you. And now you gotta catch that damn destruction. All right? That's gonna be that waking up to that everlasting shame when you be like, same people walking around scoffing, they gonna be like, seeing us in the kingdom, like, damn, walking by, them brothers tried to help me, them brothers tried to save me, but I was like, fuck them. You know what I'm saying? That's the everlasting shame that a lot of these people gonna wake up to. All right, they're gonna remember putting their face in the video or putting up videos and things like that where they even went and uploaded to certain things, and it's gonna come back to haunt them in their ass. Like the dude, what was it, Wall Swim, who did the world's hatest group or whatever, whatnot, trying to demonize us, and now look at us, we coming all the way up, you know? But that's all I want to say. That.
Yeah, and we just gonna close out too because as we can see on here, you got some scoffers on here, you know, dude thinking, you know, people thinking they're Israelites or whatnot and what